Hi, chat. Welcome to another stream. How are you all doing today? Let's see. That's probably Michaela, right? It's gotta be Michaela. It's Michaela! How's it going, Michaela? Welcome to the stream. Let's see, it is Monday, January 11th. Oh, it's Monday. That means it is auto-update day, so we will check on that first before we get to anything. But it is 2021 and or 2020 part 2, depending on how you want to consider it. But yeah. It seems like Twitch is having issues again today. I was having a lot of trouble getting my bot to connect, so hopefully things stay stable-ish. Maybe? I hope. We'll see. But we'll see what's up with that. Hey, what's up, Drunk Time Lord? Hello, hello. Good to see you as well. It's March 2020. Yeah. But anyway, why is my button not working? Oh, I was pressing the wrong button. So I guess we'll check on the auto update first. I expect it to be pretty straightforward. I haven't changed anything, and I don't expect things to have broken. Where is SQS? Rickles! Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Or is it Rick L's? I don't know. Rickles sounds good too. That's what I'm going with. So if we look at the auto updater monitoring, I am pretty tired. I didn't get much sleep last night. I just couldn't sleep for whatever reason. This looks pretty good though. About a 25-minute period. That's about what I expect there. Hey, what's up, Beldathis? Hello, hello. All y'all are hosting now. I see. I got it right the first time. It's Rickles? Yes! That's amazing. I will catch up in chat in a sec once I get through this, but it should be really quick. But yeah, this looks good. We had one slow run in the middle here. That was probably Cloud Foundation or Pretty or some dumb shit. But it didn't exceed the timeout, so that's good. If we look at SQS, we have nothing in dead letter, which is amazing. If we look at this and go to monitoring, and we look at 12-hour, we should see ye old auto-update spike here, where we enqueued 590. That's actually fewer than last time. I don't know what's up with that. Oh wait, no, that's more than last time. Last time it was... I don't remember what it was last time. Well, I guess we could zoom out to more than a week, 2 weeks. And now the dashboards are blank. 1 week. Oh, you know what? I bet the data is so narrow that it just doesn't show up. Anyway, what the fuck? Why is it filtered like this? And it doesn't matter. I don't care. It resolved in 29 minutes, which is pretty good. Okay, cool. So that went well. Let me catch up on chat, and then we will jump into stuff, I guess. How does that feel? Got some chatter before the stream. Who was first? Because RKJ was first. At least according to the bot. That's what we're gonna go with. Hey, what's up, Sidtrack? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, here's me trying to connect to Twitch and it just being like, haha, no. No connect for you. We've also got Rollers, we've got Michaela, we've got Beldathis, we've got Sammy Vallis. As per usual. Good to see the regulars here. We've also got I'm Gifty. I remember this time. I didn't say Imagifty like I sometimes do. I Satisfied is also here. Rastrix, hello, hello. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. We've also got Grandpa's iPad. Kiddos on their newfangled computer stuffs, and I've just got my iPad here. Grandpa, that's a Surface Pro. It's my iPad. I don't know where I was going with that. Hey, what's up, Ethan? Hello, hello. Good to see you. Monday equals auto update day. Hopefully 100% this time. Indeed was 100% this time. When rant is already in the title. Hey, how's it going on the server? Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. Ethan says, today is a day ending in Y. Of course, Twitch is having trouble again. It's true, it's true. Tiny Small 69 with the magnifying lens emote. Welcome to the stream. What a great name. Juicebox0's here as well. Hello, hello. Drunk Time Lord says, not first. Tiny Small 69, what an epic username, right? Juice says always first. Kevin Stolberg, how's it going? Guten? I don't know German. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you again. Koenig is here with your signature emote as well. How's it going, Koenig? Good to see you again. 2020 forever, yeah. Always false almond milk. What? What? It's still March of 2020, yeah. Ancient connection between corgis and fairies. What? The diminutive dog breed was said to have been handy for pulling the fairies' carts and carriages, as well as for riding into battle. What? Is this just some, like, fake lore that somebody made up? Oh, it's gonna autoplay a video. Nope, not happening. I will think of 2019 as last year for another 6 to 8 months, right? Same. Hey, what's up, Brainwashed? Hello, hello. And front left by the speaker, good to see you again. Rickle says I got it right the first time, which is awesome. Seems fake. I don't believe. There's no such thing as fairies. Fairies are fake. January 377th of 2020. I mean, yeah, kind of like that. What day is it in March? Wait, is this a thing? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I mean, sure, maybe it's true in the lore, but it's not. There's no such thing as fairies. Frantic meeping. Oh my god. Wait, what's March 326th? Is that the inauguration? That's in 9 days? Yeah, that's the inauguration. This hate to tell you, but unless we start vaccinating people, this is not gonna help all that much. But my god. 2020 March. So is the rant going to be about someone ganking a repo? Yes, we'll get to that in a sec. So I had a 4-month internship during lockdown. They contacted me again, and now I have the same pay for half the amount of hours. Ooh, that's good. Hey, what's up, Polymatic Man? Good to see you again. Howdy, howdy. Vinay, good to see you again. Welcome, welcome. Damn Zoomers. Whoa, tiny small. How do you have a 3-fingered hand? What is going on there? Danville says, missed the stream on Saturday. Was busy trolling a dude by signing him up for several services with his Gmail address. JK, watch the fun. That guy is back at it again. I have recently been signed up for Instagram and Side Hustle mailing list. Best side hustle list 2021. Instacart, Postmates, DoorDash, GoPuff, Rakuten, Swagbucks, and Freelance Writer. Fucking Christ. How do I unsubscribe from this garbage? Yeah, fuck you. Stupid ass shit. Anyway. More garbage. Ah, god damn it, they've started again. Those fucking pricks who have no lives. Oh, this one has an unsubscribe link that says, please unsubscribe here, and there's no link. You can't click on the unsubscribe link because it doesn't exist. Fucking assholes. Stop. Please stop. I don't want this. Surely, fucking asshole, you have something better to do with your life. Good evening, all good. Oh, I see. I see. Anthony doesn't believe in fairies. Hey, what's up, Knacklick? Hello. You mean the second insurrection? Yeah. Wait, what is this link? What is this link? That's funny. That would have been... Oh, wait, no, that's in the future? Or what is this in UTC? I'm guessing that this website got hacked. Or in PDT. Can I just paste this in here? No? 9 p.m. in UTC is 1 p.m. Okay, so in an hour we can celebrate, chat. That's fucking funny though. Side hustling, yeah. Hey, what's up, Rasmus? Hello, hello. Did he follow Tofu for you on Instagram at least? I don't think so. I don't think they did that. Big tricks alerts. Okay, fucking bullshit. Big tricks. Have you ever heard of big tricks, chat? Neither have I. It sounds like a weird porn site. Check out loser.com. Do I want to? This sounds like not a good idea. Okay, that's pretty funny. Pratik says 2020 was a low intensity Chernobyl. Maybe HBO will make a series out of 2020. Probably. Let's be real. Coach Joker says, wait, what? Is the 12-hour stream redeemed? It is temporarily disabled because there are 4 in the backlog. 4 of them. I owe you guys 4 12-hour streams. Melky, thank you for the resubscription 6 months in a row and 7 total. Did the TTS just say colon open parenthesis? Is that what it said? Wait, I'm gonna play it again. No, just closing parenthesis. Why? TTS, clearly you could tell that's the smiley face. But thank you for the resub, Melky, and here's your pow, as you do. Oh, yours says a different time? Wait, this isn't Pokemon Sword and Shield. Oh, did I change the category? No, I fixed the category. It's good, it's good, we're good. We're good. Just redeem 4 code reviews and ask them to take 3 hours for each one. Oh no. Oh no. That's my message exactly. Not the smiley emoji. Yes, closing parenthesis. Wait for the day anything goes full-time Pokemon stream? Yeah, there's no way that's happening. So a 48-hour stream? I don't think that's gonna happen. TTS is Russian. Don't they skip the I's and just put pren? Actually, isn't it like 2 prens? There's some keyboard where it's really hard to type colon, so they just pren. I was reading about this recently. Is that a thing? It seems like a thing. What did your inbox look like when you woke up? It actually was pretty empty. Oh my god. Now sign me up for the tour project, which has a donation link and amazing. At least they have a confirm link to make you sign up for it. Spam! They have no life. I'm excited for the rant part of the stream. Yeah, the rant's pretty decent. 72 hours stream. Oh, no. Robin says, what did your inbox look like when you woke up? So this inbox was pretty empty. They seem to only do this while I'm streaming, which is great. Love your Monday dosage of harassment. It's all great. Trolling your hard? Is that a bit of a Freudian slip there, Juice? They're trolling your hard. I'm not hard. Not right now. What's going on? What are you trying to say here, Juice? Why are you all talking about hardness? What's going on here? I don't think I've seen that many bonks in one short time frame. Are you not gonna change your email? I mean, I don't really care. It's like minor annoyance. Oh no. Oh no. Why yes he is, Juice, thanks for asking. Hey, what's up, Doesn't Know You Booty? Hello, hello. What did I walk in on? Right. Right. When you say one thing, but you actually mean your mother. When you need the Monka salami emote. I don't know what that is. I hate it here. What? So many bonks indeed. I wonder what the bonked rank, or what is it? Top 10 bonk? Top 10 bonked? Is that the command? No, it's top 5 bonked. Top 5 bonked, because there's not enough data. Juice moved up a little bit, but still nowhere near me. Hey, what's up, Voice of Grog? Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Okay, y'all ready for rant time? Are you ready for rant time, chat? Has it come to that point in the stream? Hey, what's up, Easy Light? Hello, hello. Yeah, this emote seems not that safe. I don't know that we're gonna do that with that. Hey, what's up, Eddie Bogain? Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Wait, let me refresh to not be delayed. Okay, alright, so we'll frame this a little bit. Last night I was on Stack Overflow. And I usually look through the flake8 tag. Oh, I retagged it, right? And this question was asking about an intersection between flakehell, which is a flake8 plugin, and precommit. They had written this precommit configuration, which has a number of problems. First off, this is the default. This is going to cause the file names to be passed twice. This is for debugging only. And they don't have types or files in here, so it's always going to pass every single file in their repository. Also, flakehell has built-in precommit support, so they don't need any of this. So anyway, the rest of their configuration doesn't matter. They get a weird Unicode decoder error, and this is because flakehell was like, what are you doing? And they probably have like images or binaries checked in their repository. I retagged it, and then I answered and said was like, configuration is incorrect, you're missing these, that's why it's erroring. This is the default. You want to either do one or the other, but you have both. You don't need verbose true. You're not managing the installation, so it's kind of missing the point of precommit. You're using repo local, so you don't really need to. Here's a much simpler configuration, which solves your issue. I also noticed when I was grabbing the tags for this repository that their tagging is real weird. For some reason, they put a dot between the V. I haven't seen anyone do this, but I don't know, that's whatever. I also corrected their original config. Cool. Oh shit, there's a typo there. There's a typo here. Anyway, that's not where the rant starts. This is just framing like where I was at, where I answered this question and helped this person out. And then I was like, you know, I remember this thing. I remember it just being a PyProject.toml thing. I wonder what's going on with here. So I opened it up on GitHub. And we actually have to look at an older version of the README. This was the version of the README that I was looking at. View file. And so I was like, oh, okay, cool. What is their deal? Kind of weird that they have two logos. They have this like weird. I don't know what this is supposed to be. It looks like something. It looks like there's that one like crude TV show where there's a pile of poop that has a name. If I remember calling correctly. Is that a thing? Cabbage Joelberg! Thank you for the gifted sub to Snapshot. This is actually a new shirt, chat. You can't really tell because it looks like one of my other shirts, but this is actually a new shirt. Is it from South Park? Yeah, or is it the towel? It's the towel from South Park. That's what it looks like. But anyway. So I was scrolling through the README and I was like, okay, to make it cool. Interesting choice, but, and then I was reading what they do, like, blah, blah, blah. This is the stuff that I had remembered before. And then I got to this bullet point, and I was like, oh, interesting. Remove unused no QA. I wrote a tool that did this a long-ass time ago. And so I was like, I wonder, this is my tool called the SQA. I satisfied. Thank you for 2 gifted subs to TinySmall69 and Warnob at 3 months. Appreciate that. And I was like, oh cool, yeah, I'd implemented YesQA, and I was like, I wonder how they did it. And so I clicked through this link, which is gonna 404 now because they have taken some changes here. I clicked through the link, which brought me to docs, commands. It was called, oh yeah, here, they forgot to delete this apparently. Oh, the gift sub battle has begun. Kevin Stroberg with 3 more gifted subs to Vinay, a very salty biscuit wizard, which is a great name, and Get Punned, also good name. But anyway, they had this bit in their docs, so this is what I clicked through to. I satisfied has gifted 4 subs to Kumastis No Booty at 6 months of subdom, which means they get a fancy new badge. I'm Gifty, which now you have a Gifty gift badge. And Java C Slip. Thank you for the gift subs. I satisfied. Appreciate that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The battle has begun. Bablero. GR360R at 3 months. Shivajur, El Columbio, and Marcus. Thank you, Kevin Stroberg, for 5 gifted subs. Oh no. Yeah, I'm actually like really surprised that Twitch has not triggered a hype train at this point. Like, I guess it's because it's only 2 people, so we need someone else to trigger. But like, what? I Satisfied has now gifted 6 more subs to Voice of Grog, user 95787, Cody Murph at 3 months, Factash, Jake the Programmer, and Trayson F10. TinySmall69, there you go. You've triggered the hype train with those 100 bits. Thank you for the bits, TinySmall69. Rollers jumping in on it with 1 gifted sub to Swills at 2 months, and XNRA, thank you for the follow. Okay, to the story now. So I opened this up and I was like, oh, remove unused no QA. Yes, QA. Oh, that's a weird name. That's exactly the same name that I used. I wonder where they got inspiration from this from. And then blah, 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 blah. The command is inspired by YesQA tool. And I was like, interesting. I wonder how they approached it. And next I'll look at the code and we'll show you the code in a second. And the code is quite telling. Oh yes, buttons. I'm out of buttons at this point, so there you go, chat. All the buttons for you. And yeah. So I was like, inspired by YesQA tool. Cool. What's going on there? And actually, the easiest way to look at this is their delete. It's their delete PR here. Which if you look, I started looking at the code and I was like, oh, interesting. This is exactly the regular expressions that I wrote. And this is exactly the regex parsing code that I wrote. Weird, this is also the code that I wrote. This is also the same comment that I have, including the grammar error. And yeah, like it's very clear that they structured this almost exactly the same as how I did YesQA, and so I was like, what the fuck? Like, 1, like, please don't use the name of my project in your project. 2, you ripped off my code and I don't see a license file anywhere, so you're not really, honoring the license. Also, they just copy pasted my entire tests, which is great too. These are exactly my tests. In fact, they have a failing test, which I think is funny. This is from my test suite as well. And they like just fucking amazing. Every part of this sucks. And so I was like, hey, I made a pull request because they don't have issues enabled. That's a whole other thing. If you're gonna have an open source project, keep your issue tracker open. Otherwise, you're not fostering a good open source community and environment, because there's not really any way for somebody to say like, hey, don't do this. So I nope, that's their PR. I opened a PR. I had to make a patch because you know, you can't make a PR. You can make a PR with an empty patch, I guess. I just, you know, deleted the contents of this file so I can make a patch. I said, hey, please rename and remove the yesqa subcommand. It's easily confusable with my project. I've already received bug ports that are your bugs and not mine. This is true. I didn't realize that it was from this project at the time, but now I realize that it was from that project. And I said, it is a derivative work and violation of my copyright without attribution. I linked to the things that they need to do from the license in order to solve this, which is that the above copyright notice and this permission notice shall be included in all copies or substantial portions of the software. So I'm not a lawyer, but you know, if you copy source, and I intentionally use the MAT license because it is a very permissive license, it allows people to take the source code of projects as long as they include the copy of this license with proper attribution. So I was like, the code in your project directly mirrors the structure of mine and copies substantial parts, including regex patterns and processing code. This was before I even looked at the Git history. The Git history, it is 100% way more obvious that they just straight up copy pasted my code. And we'll get to that in a second. Then they closed my PR, marked it as invalid. There's another comment that is missing here. Let me grab you the contents of that from my email. Which is where, like, at this point, like, I could have taken it in good faith. They would have either added the license or deleted it, and we would have been fine. Let's see if I can... Is there a way to pop out Gmail? I guess I can just show this on screen. I don't think there's anything. Yeah. Sure. So here's the message that they sent that they deleted. Sorry for this. I see your project was created before flakehell. Makes sense then. Sorry, I haven't seen your project. The name comes as wordplay with no QA. I'll think of something better then. And this is before I realized, well, I was pretty sure that they had just copy pasted my code at this point, but I wasn't 100% sure. So next I decided to look at their Git history after this, and this is the commit that I found, their initial commit for yesqa MVP. And in this, it is very clear that they have copy pasted my code. This is a library that I wrote. And this is, you know, what I based my tool around, because you need a round-trip tokenization in order to implement this properly. I noticed that they have my type annotations here, which they're not actually using typing, so, like, the fact that they just, like, kind of left my commented out type annotations was, like, a huge hint they just fucking copy-pasted my code. Again, like, my exact same regular expressions that are here, including the three regexes that I have in my file, and the same set of code here, including my comments. And this is before they had added my test suite in as well. Now, interestingly, if you look at this pull request here, there used to be an issue tracker for this repository, but it's gone now, so it's no longer there. Test yes QA a bit. Is this them copy and pasting my test suite? Yeah, it is. Amazing. But anyway, after a bunch of, you know, not very clean Git history moves around here, they committed this. And yeah, so I was like, this is a straight up lie. You ripped off my code and copy pasted it to write your feature. You even linked to my project in your docs. Please either delete the feature or abide by the license, or I will send it to MCA. At the same time, I'm a grumpy little boy, so I went to Twitter and posted this message. Today in open source, rip off my project ID and source code, added as a subcommand bearing the same name as my project. Cool. Very cool. Melky and I had actually discussed something very close to this. And Chris replied that this is an unhelpful subtweet, and I said I wanted to give them a chance to do the right thing, but no, and then linked to that thread. And then the maintainer replied. Which, yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. Please have a look at the link PR. It was already renamed and released the same hour you reported it. Yeah, we'll look at the update in a second. It's interesting that they've uncc'd me in these, so I actually don't get those replies. There's some great stuff in here. Where is it? This one. Sorry I'm busy today. I'm going to contact you later to discuss those details. For now, I've implemented your initial request. The command is renamed, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna find a good lawyer to help us resolve it in a good way. Please have a bit of patience. I'm all about cooperation, just not in a PR that doesn't PR. And I was like, you haven't shown good faith. Why should I grant it to you now? No issue tracker, you lied to me, you ripped off my code, you haven't abided by the basic terms of a permissive license. It's really fucking easy to abide by MIT. You literally just copy and paste the file. Done. You don't have to do anything there. I ask you not for trust, but for a bit of patience. I promise to contact you in a week and discuss next steps. There's actually another message in here that's deleted. Here we go. I agree with your terms. I'm just not sure what you consider derivative work. I mean, copy and pasting code is derivative work, of course. I won't remove the command. I wrote the code for it. First lie. I have a few copy-pasted tests, that's all. Also a lie. Regex from Flake8. Also a lie. All code is my playing with tokenize, which is different. Also a lie. Red Sky 1, thank you for the resub at 3 months. Appreciate that. So I'm gonna make sure what you want changed is considered not a derivative. I never considered it a derivative work, and I don't. The name is confusing. Yes, the code is different. What about the idea? I had it in draft implementation long before Yes QA. Long before Yes QA. Stop lying, please. Your initial implementation is from March 14th of 2020 and includes copy-pasted code, including my type annotations and commented out code directly from Yes QA. Yes QA was created in 2017. Look at his website. Okay, we'll look at his website in a bit. 2017 was when Yes QA was created. flakehell's first ever commit was in 2019, almost 2 years later. So, like, again, I ask you to try and talk about next steps, not try to shift the blame. And I'm just repeating essentially what I said before, like, include the license as this term indicates, or delete your derivative code. I guess we'll do nothing, and I'll finish my DMCA notice. But anyway, eventually this individual, instead of just, like, copy and pasting the license, which would have been the easiest fucking thing to do, like, absolutely the easiest thing to do, just copy and paste the license. It's permissive, that's literally what it's for. It still would have been in bad faith because, you know, ripping off a tool for what is kind of shitty, but, like, it would have at least been, you know, within the terms of the license to do that. But then they issued a non-apology apology. In this twit, I apologize for using these parts without proper attribution. Confirm removing the command from flakehell. Promised to introduce a new clean rune implementation. So one thing, if you know about, and again, I'm not a lawyer, if you know about software clean room implementations, if you have viewed the source code of another implementation, you no longer can implement clean room because you have the ideas of the other implementation in your head. So that's not possible. Ask the open source community to be respectful to each other and always be open for discussion. Yeah, that's just oh yeah, disable my issue tracker, you know, repeatedly lie and you know, rip off people's code. Yeah, be respectful to each other, open for discussion 100%. Ask people to not name people villains whatsoever. I mean, if I'm gonna call what is the term, what is the phrase, it's call a something a something, but I'm going to name people that lie to me liars. Like, there's call a spade a spade. Yes, thank you. I'm not villainizing anyone. I'm just stating how it is. If you're gonna fucking lie to my face about something that I wrote, I'm gonna call you a liar. We'll look at his website in a bit. But anyway. And that's my rant for today. If you have any conclusions from this, if you want to draw any conclusions from this, these are the things that I want you to get out of this. Is like, 1, don't disable your issue tracker. 2, don't lie. 3, if you're gonna lie, at least admit to your lies when you're caught in it, and don't try and double down on it when there is hard evidence that indicates that you're lying. And 4, just don't fucking rip off people's software. Like, use the software that already exists and improve the software that already exists. That's what makes a good open source community. Not, you know, oh, I'm going to get more users to my project because I'm going to steal your great idea and use exactly the same name and your fucking code and tests. Like, god damn. But anyway. Oh my. A lot of open source. Always smarter than yesterday. Oh, Christ. Okay, we're not gonna look through this. This is just gonna be mean. But anyway, that's the rant for today. Thank you all for listening along with me. But holy Christ. What a goddamn shit show. Yeah, let me make sure I delete my fork of this, because I don't want anything to do with this damn project. Oh, god damn it. GitHub. Here we go. Okay, let me catch up on chat. Sorry for the long rant. Thank you for the hype train. Appreciate that. Well, what did we get with? Did we get through the hype train? I missed it. I'm sorry, but I do appreciate all of the gift subs from Kevin Joberg and I Satisfy. You two are really great at supporting the channel. I appreciate it. And who's the bits? Tiny Small 69 with the bits as well. Are there even enough unsub people to get these random gift subs right? There it is. There's the scam chain. Straight to level 5. Already level 5 maxed out. Yeah, just zero to level 5. Hey, what's up? Where is X? Hello, hello. We're already hyping. It's true, it's true. Oh, you already have all the hype train emotes, Tiny Small? Nice, nice. It's okay. MIT means I can just steal everything and say fuck you. I mean, it kind of does have that. It does let you do that, as long as you copy the license. It's not hard. Hey, what's up, Griffinborg? Hello, hello. Good to see you. Oh, who's good hello emote? Is that Tiny Small? What's the limitations of MIT? It's literally just copy the license. That's it. I think they just cloned your repo and root.get and license. I mean, to some extent, yeah. I don't get what's in it for them to do that. I don't either. I also don't know why they're like trying to why they why they fucking doubled down on this. Like that to me was the really weird behavior here. If I was caught in that lie, I would have immediately been like, oh, I will do whatever I can to unfuck this and not, you know, not be a shitty little thief. And a liar at the same time. Like, what? Not fostering good open source software community. I think they kind of gave up on that when they ripped off your code without attribution. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I'm not a lawyer, but I can take derivatives, says Griffinborg. Will GitHub do anything? So I didn't actually finish filing the DMCA notice, but I did look into it, and it does seem like GitHub's DMCA process is pretty straightforward. So yeah, I was reading through this. If someone else is using your copyrighted content in an unauthorized manner on GitHub, fill out the form to file a notice. The one sketchy thing about the notice is you have to include your full contact information, including an address. I'm not sure that I want to give this person my address. But yeah, tell the truth, investigate, ask nicely first, did all these things. Send in the correct request. Yeah, you have to make sure that it's not about trademark or sensitive data and follows the community guidelines. So I would have done that. Code is different from other creative content, blah, blah, blah. No reasons why code is different for content, blah, 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 blah. All this stuff is like, does it satisfy fair use? It does not. There's a license to consider. There is a license in place, and it was not honored. So it's you know, it qualifies there. No bots. I'm not a bot. Matters of copyright are hard. This one's pretty cut and dry. You may receive a counter notice. Yeah, I don't care. It's pretty Pretty cut and dry. Your complaint will be published. Yep, cool with that. GitHub isn't the judge. Yep, makes sense too. Must include, I've read this. Yep, I did read it. Identify the copyrighted work you believe has been infringed. Very easy because it's open source. Identify the material that you allege is infringing. Also very easy because there's git commit history. The name is ripped off and it's using the same code. Explain what the affected user would need to do in order to remedy the infringement. Yep, I've gone over this. It's either remove it or, you know, abide by the terms of the license. Provide your contact information. This is the one that's sketchy. Like telephone number and physical address. I don't know why they need telephone number and physical address. Maybe this is, you know, some sort of government thing that requires that. I don't know their contact information. I have a good faith belief that the use of the copyright materials described above on the infringing web pages is not authorized by the copyright owner or its agent or by the law. Yeah, it's me. I've taken use into fair consideration. Yep, 100%. I swear under penalty of perjury that the information in this notice is accurate and that I am the copyright owner or am authorized to act on behalf of the owner. Yep, 100%. Physical or electronic signature. Yeah, like it's pretty easy to do all that. And I had started drafting this up, but I had not finished it. But yeah, that would have been pretty easy to go forward with. But his answer makes no sense, right? Right? Oh, I did get a hype train emote. I got the frog! Yes! I got the frog! Nice! Robin says what he meant is I didn't realize I copied your code. Hey, what's up, MSR? Hello, hello. Wait, was that Pathlib? Yeah, you changed it to Pathlib too. Always find it hilarious when people manage to steal free code. Yeah, it's so easy. It could have been a coincidence. In the same hour, 3 hours later. No, it was actually like 6 hours later. 17 commits to copy paste. That's some bad stats. Yeah, right. Maybe he got tired of all the code copy pasting and didn't feel like doing it with the license. Why even copy paste the code when you can add it as a dependency, right? That'd be really easy. Can I rip off pre-commit and give it a better name? I own linterrunner.com if you want to do it. What did the code do? This is my project. That was ripped off, so you can check out that there. Emitsu. The license would be in the 18th commit. You didn't let them give them time to copy paste. Yeah. Thank you again for the resub, Red Sky 1. I almost want to make a Twitter just so I can yell at this fucker. What the fuck? March 2020 strikes again. Don't forget to breathe. Serenity now. Paradise HD, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you are doing well. Open for discussion on blatantly copying others' code. Yeah, call a spade, indeed. You're such a bully. I feel like I wasn't even bullying here. I was just asking like, hey, please don't rip off my shit, please. Whereas X says, where I come from in academia / research, crediting people for their work is practically currency. Right? Yeah. It's all about getting published in academia. And, you know, if you ripped off someone's paper, that would be, you know, like career-ending situation for you know, being outed in a stuff like that. But like, oh, is your evidence hard? Hey, what's up, this guy Codes? Hello, hello. Good to see you again. Fucking hell, this guy screwed up a lot. I think it was, what's worse is they just like super doubled down on it. Like I would have been much less pissed about this if they would have just been like, oh yeah, my bad, here, I'll do what you ask. But no, instead they were like, I came up with this idea first, many years before ESQA existed. The naming is just a coincidence. Don't mind the fact that I also copy-pasted your test suite and your regular expressions and your program structure and, you know, everything else. How's it going, Jay Carey? Hello, hello. Hayden. Hello, hello. Good to see you again. I actually paid for Winrar says you're kind of being a dick at this point. Yeah, you messed up, but no need to belittle the man publicly on stream and shame him for making a mistake. We can't all be perfect in the eyes of God and do everything the way you expect. Alright, Bob. Hey, what's up, LGG? Hello, hello. Welcome back. Theater, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. He's from the Netherlands. He's signing you up for more for the crap. It's the only possible scenario. Wait, who's from the Netherlands? Rizak says, because researchers aren't exactly paid well, and so giving people credit for their ideas and work is imperative. Sorry you got ripped off like that. Yeah, I mean, it's fine at this point, but it was just like... doubling down on this was absurd. His own org, Life4, has the slogan, original cool open source projects. Life4. Oh, it's just them. Huh. I didn't even see what license they relicensed it under. Did they GPL my code? No, at least it's MIT. Okay. He intentionally lied and kept lying. That's not a small mistake or accident someone makes. Yeah, this was not accidental. This was very clearly like doubling down on the problem. Graham has his location showing as in Amsterdam in the Netherlands. Isn't that the place where... Yeah, that was where Google says they existed. I don't think it's the same person because the timing doesn't line up. 50 points to Griffin Pork. They're from the Netherlands, and that mail troll is sending you from the mail. Yeah, I don't think it's the same person. I don't think it's the same person. The liar. The contact information is because you're serving a legal notice. They need to be able to respond directly. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. What's going on with DMCA? Oh, I was just going over my options for this particular scenario that happened. Yasqua is pronounced Yasqua is French. But yeah, the tool is called Yasqua. Oops, I did it again. I copied your code. Got lost in the blame. Oh, baby, baby. Oh, no. Oh, no. I do appreciate you going over this. It lets me know what not to do. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's MIT license. Is there even something you cannot do? You can do. Yeah, they violated the terms of the license. There's one basic term of the license. If they had copied the license into the repository, there was nothing I could do, and that's fine. Like, if you want to rip off my code, go for it. You're gonna look like an ass, but at least you'll be abiding by the license. Backinghead says, I copy pasted your code in my sleep. I thought I was sleep coding. I'm sorry. Like I would have had, I would have had less problem with it if they had attributed the license properly, but they didn't even bother copying the license. And then they doubled down on not actually copying the code in the first place. But yeah, you wouldn't steal a car. Fuck yeah, I'd download a car. But anyway, let's talk about what I actually want to do today. They did violate the license. They copied the code without copying the license. That's the only thing that MIT requires is copying the license. Okay, so what I want to work on today, you wouldn't download sex. I don't think you can. Also hoping that I don't crash my terminal emulator. I think I dragged that to the right place. Okay, it's working. Also, the first time that I ran test in the terminal like this, and I was like, wait, why did this test exist? And why did it do nothing? And the thing is, also the reason why you can... Oh, interesting. Right, test doesn't require this. But test is a... I guess it's also a command, but it's also a bash, or I guess the bracket is a bash built in, but test is the command. And the bracket built in tries to emulate that. But I believe in bin, there should be bin left bracket. Yeah, is an executable. And that's what implements the if statements of bash. It's an actual command that does stuff with its arguments. This was like super mind-blowing to me the first time I figured this out. Actually, have I done a video on test? I don't think I have. Video bash test. Wait, what? Yeah. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Isn't that cool? But also crazy? Hey, what's up, Maxoraptor? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you are doing well. But yeah, this thing with a backslash or with a angle bracket is an actual command. The question is this project using pre-commit? No, but it does have a pre-commit configuration, so other projects can use it. It's actually a useful lesson for everyone here who does not know how to deal with stolen code. How did you find him? I found it just oops. I found him kind of on accident. I was answering questions on Stack Overflow. I found this Stack Overflow question and I was like, oh, what is this project about? And as part of answering the project, I had to fix their pre-commit config, which meant that I had to open up their repository. And I scrolled through the README just to figure out if they were documenting stuff. And I noticed at the time, they've removed it now. At the time, there was a bit in the README that was about removing unused no QA, and then I was like, wait a minute, I've already done that. And then that's how I got to the whole thing. So it was a weird chain of accidental running into this. But also I realized as part of that process, I've gotten bug reports for their tool before because their tool is buggy. Here, that's actually the real kicker here. Virtualenv VM pip install. Let's see, flakehell lesson 0.8. Theirs actually has a bug. We're also going to install YesQA just to show that YesQA does this properly. So if we use an unused import here with a no QA on it, that actually gets used down here. Desktop path .join foo bar, and we have a string here. This is a comment, and this is not an unused import, so this comment should be removed. This is a string. It should never be touched. And if we t.py.back, if we run YesQA on t.py, it will change that and remove that comment up here. So you can see that it removed that. It left this alone, which is fine. T.py, and if we run flakehell YesQA on that file, you'll see that it mutated my string. It also didn't remove this one, so... So not only did they copy my code, they broke it. Wait, why didn't it do the other one? How does their tool work? Lint, not list. What? Anyway, they have some sort of bug there. Multiple bugs, I guess. But yeah, that's how I ran into that. Hey, what's up, Alexpocon? Hello, hello. Good to see you. When do you need double bracket? So double bracket is not this executable. Double bracket is a shell built in. So if we do type this, it's a shell keyword, and this is actually implemented inside bash. So double bracket is a bashism, which makes it different. And I think in bash, actually, this is a shell built in as well. But if you're in sh, oh, right, because this is implemented using dash. Yeah, I guess it short circuits and is a shell built in now, but it's supposed to emulate the same thing that the other executable does. Does type test? Oh, it's also the shell built in. I guess that makes it have consistent behavior. But yeah, if you're using a true POSIX shell, then test and single bracket will be that executable instead. Microsoft says, hello world. Hello, hello. This project has an MIT license. No, it's not compliant. He would need to copy the contents of my license. Just because his is also licensed as MIT does not make it compliant. He needs to copy my copyright notice and my license if he's taking my work. Looking at his PyPI projects, and at least one of them recommends your ad showing comma things, so at least he linked to the real thing and didn't steal that too. Wait, there's another thing? Which thing is that, Michaela? Hayden says, today's my first official day as a university student. Nice. Awesome. You can always do command bracket. Yeah, that's true. Which will run the actual command instead of the built-in. Or you could do /bin/bracket. He posts ad trailing comment towards the bottom. It has a lot of stuff in here. Death clock. When should I use it? The short answer is never. Interesting. It does also link this. Is it just a fork of black? How does it work? It says use autoupdate. Oh, it's just autoupdate. Okay. Interesting choice on that. What was I doing? I don't remember what I was working on. Oh, actual work for today. Okay, so what I want to do today, and I don't really know a good way to do this, so we're gonna be trying a bunch of stuff and figuring stuff out today. Another friendly reminder. Hey, what am I? Oh, the finger story. Okay, we'll tell the finger story in a bit. Let me go fill my water, and then I'll tell you the finger story. I will be right back. I forgot about that. Okay. The finger story. Okay. In order to get background on this, we need to tell you about what the Unix finger protocol is. And in computer networking, the name/finger protocol and the finger user information protocols are simple network protocols for exchange of human-oriented status and user information. Basically, finger is a way to know real-world details about an individual. So, like, if I had a username like A. Satilli, it would say, like Anthony Satilli in the infrastructure department, tech lead of this team reports to this manager, etc., etc., etc. So that's what the finger protocol is. many systems don't actually implement this because doing it correctly and securely is difficult. But often, you'll have like a whois command or stuff like that. Have I told this one before? I don't actually remember telling this story because I don't quite remember how it goes. But anyway, at Yelp, one of the people on the sysadmin team was like, "Hey, it would be really useful if we could, figure out what team someone's on and what, how long they've been at the company, etc., stuff like that. And it would be really easy to like look them up in. It wasn't Workday at the time. It eventually was Workday, but before that, God, what was it? I think it was in Oracle. But they were like, yeah, it would be really cool to be able to have like both a command line tool and a IRC command to figure out who somebody is. And so they programmed this up, and finger is the standard name for this. Although name is perhaps a better version of this. And so they had added this command, and it was on all of the boxes and in all of the chat clients, and they didn't add an alias to it. So it was just called finger. And we frequently used this command because we wanted to figure out who somebody was and like what team they were working on, what sort of software they were working with. And so people would pop into the channel, and sometimes the first response that we would have is finger username, figure out who they are. And unsurprisingly, some people took offense to the name of the command because one, I guess they didn't understand the Unix protocol, and two, like fingering someone in IRC is a little bit weird. And so they like, oh God, this wasted so much fucking engineering time looking back on this. Several individuals, I don't know who they are, I wasn't involved with that, this was someone else, brought this up to HR and were like, hey, we can't have this finger command anymore. This is like not okay. And it started this like huge argument and like this huge chunk of meetings and all sorts of stuff to like, the hardcore sysadmin people being like, no, we should keep finger because it's the name of a protocol. That you happen to associate it with something that's triggering you is problematic, which is like, oh, hold on. Again, like doubling down. So let's be mindful of other people's thoughts here. Now this is an epic gamer debate, yeah. So eventually the sysadmin people backed down, and we renamed it to whois. And we actually took it a step further because not only were people having issue with the name of the command, they were having issue of it being used in public channels. Because it gave people the impression that it was like, who the fuck are you, kind of thing. Which a lot of times, like, that wasn't the intention. The intention was like, hey, we want to better help you figure out where you're at, like what team you're on, whether you have like mentorship that's failed here, like are you an intern that should be asking their mentor about this? Is this something where like you're a product manager asking for technical help and like you should be working with your engineers, or like who is this? Because like a lot of the support issues that we handled as a kind of developer experience organization fell into those realms where it's like people that were not supposed to be they're asking us technical questions that they should have gone through other protocols before reaching us as a last resort to solve their infrastructure problems. But yeah, so it ended up getting renamed to whois, and then banned from certain public channels. So it was banned from like the main channel, the ops channel, and all of the support channels. But I remember in our like shitposting channels, especially in the shitposting channels, there was a lot of just like using the finger command because it sounded funny. Was I involved? No, not at all. This was just me as an observer, but it is something that I think about and remember, and like it's a great example of having a hill to die on that's not like very very clearly not in the right. Like the finger protocol was designed in the 70s, and the person that made it probably wasn't, you know, thinking about all of the perverted ways that you could, or maybe they were. Maybe it was, you know, maybe it was maliciously named. But it's 2020. We can stop saying that we're fingering other users just to figure out their names. But anyway, that's the finger story. Sorry if it's you know, underwhelming, but I didn't want to fit all that in as I was ending my stream. Now I'm behind on chat again. Dang it. Ethan says I just saw this. What is it? Where's the TLDR? What's CO annotations? Is there somewhere? Is there a PEP? Oh, there's a PEP. Let me look at the PEP then. Deferred evaluations of annotations using descriptors. Interesting. Is this in a competing thing for this? New approach, the code to generate the annotations dictionary is written to its own callable, and double annotations is a data descriptor, which calls the callable once and preserves the result. Accepted, these new semantics for annotations would initially be gated by a future annotation, but however, these semantics would eventually be promoted to be the default behavior. Thus, this would supersede 563. I think it's kind of too late to do this, isn't it? Assume this is deferred, but it sounds like a decent idea, although it's brand new. Might be too little too late. It's a cool idea, though. It basically gives you a way to defer annotations. Interesting. Interesting idea. Are we still in the programming section of Twitch? Yeah, I guess I haven't written any code yet. You might get into trouble with HR if you start trying to finger your colleagues. Yes, that is precisely the argument that was made. I thought the finger story was the story of how you cut your thumb, but I realized that would have been the thumb story. What's up, Jamfully? Hello, hello. So, who did Anthony finger? We're not gonna go down that route. Sorry, everybody. This is an epic gamer debate. Yeah, right. Was that really a hill they wanted to die on? Right. Jamboy says, do you know the legend John Romeo and John Carmack? I've heard of John Carmack. I don't know who John Romeo is. Kevin Joberg says, I've actually implemented Finger D in Haskell. It was the final project in the book Haskell Programming. Oh, interesting. Yeah, so the thing is, neither the finger command nor its replacement command, they were not using the finger protocol. They were making janky calls to Oracle and then janky calls to Workday. So at no point was it actually involving the actual protocol. I think Twitch is starting to dork a bit. Yeah, it could be. It was having trouble earlier. I know a lot of apps built by interns. Yeah. Wait, I just rejoined. Were you involved in the rename? No, I was not. On that note, the fact the daemon being named Finger D isn't making it better either, right? What's up, Falcon Prize? Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Should I link the pet first? Oh, I see. He uses a def keyword just like you do. They can deprecate 563, but yeah, that'd suck. Yeah, I feel like it's too late to deprecate 563. The top 20 systems deployed for undergraduate use at the university had their finger commands renamed to where because somebody in the administration thought that the finger command verb might be interpreted in a rude manner in 1999. Interesting. So they realized it 22 years later, at least. Fingering around in the system again, yeah. Leron says, why the split keyboard? Because he was very angry about me stealing his code. That's funny. No, this is a keyboard that I got because Kinesis was like, hey, you have a keyboard cam. If you want, we'll send you a keyboard as long as you use it and talk about it. And so that's what this is. But the idea behind a split keyboard is it's supposed to be more ergonomic. It's actually propped up, and so your hands are more naturally at a position that's about shoulder width. And so they lay nicely on your desk, and so it gives you a more natural position. Now, granted, I've not ever struggled with keyboard ergonomics or stuff like that, but yeah, I haven't had problems with this. But well, FacePath says I saw some dude racked up like 2 million viewers. What is going on? 2 million? That's crazy numbers. How do I see this channel that has 2 million people? That's crazy. That's so many people. You look like a computer nerd. What does a computer nerd look like, ZF? Can you look like a computer nerd? Is that a thing? I'm pretty sure computer nerds come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. Reason they don't have 6, they don't have the finger innuendos. The Graph G? The Graph G. Dude. Holy shit. That's so many people. Why? What the fuck? That's crazy. No wonder Twitch is having trouble. He doesn't even wear glasses though. Computer nerds often let their hair grow out a lot. Yeah, or they're just, you know, still locked down from COVID. But anyway, this is cool. Okay, so the problem that I need to solve today is actually a couple of problems. And first, I started working on this last stream where we were marking runs as private such that they can be hidden from the UI, but we didn't finish actually hiding them. So we're gonna start by doing that. Let me show you the change that I did here. So we partially did this on stream, but I ended up finishing it up afterwards. So the pre-commit CI runs now have this private boolean. So this dictates at the time of the run creation was the repository private, and so yeah, this will prevent anyone from viewing that otherwise. But I need to actually write the prevention code. So I added this, and I added it to this to the data retrieval. So my data retrieval here is necessarily has to deal with my schema change. I didn't backfill this because there's currently 12,000 runs in the data store, and I feel like backfilling this is not worth my trouble. At some point, I want to make runs auto expire, and so this will eventually solve itself. So I marked the date in which I had set this up, in which things will start having this field, but didn't change anything there. I actually had to make another change before this to make this roll forward and roll back safe. Show head. No, this one. So in order to make this roll forward and roll back safe, I had to change the construction from the database to retrieve each field individually. Now this looks super error prone, so I actually wrote some tests for this as well. But before, what it was doing is it was just star splatting into this type here, which meant that I couldn't add or remove a field because old or new versions of the code would be incompatible with this type. So I was very careful here to do a first step change, which allows me to change the shape of this object, and then a second step change where I actually change the shape of the object and roll those out into 2 stages. Because otherwise I would either cause errors on old code or cause errors on new code, and I didn't want either of those scenarios happening, so I made sure to do this beforehand. I also solved this one XXX hack while doing this, because before I was, popping an item out so that the shape of this object was proper. I could have also done this same, popping code here, but this is more future-proof if I want to add more fields to this model in the future anyway. This model already has a ton of fields, which is kind of nutty, but it's all the stuff you need to represent for this, so makes sense. But we're defaulting private to false, so old models will every run that currently happens on the production site, and only one run on the dev site, or all but one run on the dev site are all public because it only has public repository support at the moment. And so I'm defaulting this to false. At some point, I'll probably be able to remove this dictionary access, because it will be always in all of the runs after everything gets eventually filtered through. But yeah, and then it was just like, filling out this data here and making sure upon construction that we're setting this new field, and updating my tests to make sure that they're handling this as well. So I also wrote tests for both the roll forward and roll back case. This from dict, even if I was passing private in the old code, I made sure that it serialized an object properly. And after it, it's now has this new field. And so I was kind of able to see by writing some tests beforehand how this rollout was going to go. And it all worked. So that was cool. Let's see. What's a fortnight? Yeah, right. It's no code. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Kevin Story says, remember the Apple keyboard I hated and broke in half? So this happens. Not sure why I do this to myself. Oh no. I'm gonna open it off screen because it could be a, Wait. Wait, why are you back on another Apple keyboard? What happened? What happened, Kevin Stoberg? Why are you back on an Apple keyboard? Friend left by the speaker says, "K, so you're about to start the real work, so I'm out. JK, it's late here in Amsterdam." Are you the troll front left by the speaker? Who is it? Who is it? Who is the troll? Why you buy bad keyboard? Still waiting for my Advantage 2. Shipping time was insane getting it to Sweden. Oh yeah, that makes sense. We're at 21:17 here in Portugal, so I stay. Sounds great. Watch Older says, hello, hello. How did the interview go? So I just got an email back from the interview. So they asked for references last Friday and said, their words, not mine, which, oh man, it's still making me feel like all those weird heebie-jeebies inside reading this. It's like, I wanted to share with you that the feedback from your interviews was fairly positive, which is just like, yikes. Ugh. They wanted references, which is kind of weird. I've not had to give references before. Let's see. They have contacted one of my references, but not heard from the other one. Interesting. Anyway, I've literally never been in a situation where an interview was asked for references, so that's kind of weird. But yeah, it seems like it went well. The interview was pretty straightforward, pretty easy. TDD says Vettel, indeed, it was a bit of a TDD, although what you can't see here is that I actually wrote the tests after this and amended them into this commit, so I did cheat a little bit on this TDD. It was when I started writing this that I was like, oh wait, I should probably write tests and make sure this is working in my test suite before I start rolling this out. So it was kind of like an afterthought of test-driven development. But yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Democratic politician says she has COVID after sheltering during riot with maskless GOP members. Oh, that sucks so much. Holy shit. Finally, you got a job now? I mean, I don't have a job yet. And then he got his first denial. They're still talking to me, so I don't know. Kev's Jover says, I'll be your reference, no sweat. I'll tell them about the time you opened W3 schools. No. Okay, so what we want to do here is predicament CI web app. In the run step right now, we need to essentially do something like this, and we'll be updating this logic in a second. But I want to make sure that we have everything. We have private runs stay private while I'm doing this implementation, so that this doesn't. If repo is none or repo.private. Yeah, so we'll be fixing. I should say run.private. That way we can have private runs and debug them slowly. In some industries, they usually ask about references. For example, in finance with JP Morgan. Yeah, that's true. Some industries do. It's just like for this particular company, I'm surprised that they are asking for references. It just seems weird. Seems very weird. Oh great, I've been signed up for the dark web list and X videos. God damn. Fucking garbage. Fucking garbage. Next time I job hunt, I'm gonna put you and Dembski as my references. You can also use your try and admin of code after the 12-hour stream as a reference. Watchelbear says, yo, what's a flakehell? Is it Pornhub asking for references that you are not a virgin? No. That's not what's going on there, Cyber Bunny. Hey, what's up, Octavius? Hello, hello. Good to see you again. Okay, this should be good. Let's do this first change first, and then we'll start thinking about how in the hell I'm going to solve this problem. Because from what I understand, there isn't a good, fast API that tells me what repositories a user has that are private that it has access to. Because a user could have thousands and thousands of repositories, and naively, that's 10 calls to GitHub. And 10 calls to GitHub in a single web request, that's not gonna fly. Jojoho says, are people still causing you trouble with your email address? Yeah, it's still happening. Hasn't really changed there. If I ever apply to Google, I'm definitely going to ask Dembski to put in Word for me. I've helped him enough on the Go compiler. Ooh, cool. That's awesome. Do you get the troll mails around stream hours? If so, I think it's best to give them no attention. Yeah, they are on stream, so I'll probably just start ignoring them. Kevin Jover says, today's contractor, client launching a new app on Google Play and App Store. I investigate and come to the conclusion that we're required to use their billing system for subscriptions, schedule a meeting, share my findings, just to get told by upper management that I shouldn't sweat it and just continue expanding the current billing system to meet the February deadline. Oh, what is your image here? Oh, that didn't work. Let me look at that second link. This is fine. Yeah, pretty much. Hey, what's up, Agistinator? Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so we're gonna do this this commit first. It shouldn't really change anything other than as we make our rollouts here, we should be able to hide private things. Commit -m. Make sure that private runs are private for now, and then we'll try and design a way to make this better afterwards. You have to pay the Apple and Google tax. Yeah. Ugh. Yes, credentials, lambda, build. Mississippi Dog says, what's the best resource or site to learn Python? I do have some advice here. Is that the right video? Meldothus is right on the button too. Click on the first one, not the second one, which is, it's general programming advice, but I also specifically talk about Python in there as well. It's also really annoying that you have to include a sign-in with Apple option in many new apps. Yeah. Yeah, Apple's App Store has really gone in a weird way. They really missed the whole Apple drama last year. The mandatory use of App Store billing systems was all over the web. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, that shit's not gonna fly. Okay. Lambda deploy, and then we're gonna, test the app here and make sure that it still works. I assume that it does because we, didn't really change anything. But I want to be extra safe. So if we view this should render fine. And it does, which is good. And if we run a new run, let's just take one of these pull requests. Sure, pull request 6. I'm just gonna close and reopen it. We've reused this pull request a lot. Close, reopen. Should trigger a new set of runs here. Assuming I was mucking around with the backend last night. I hope I brought it back up. But if it got this far, then it is. So we should be good here. Cool. That looks good. So we're gonna deploy that to prod as well. Credentials.prod. Do here, and then deploy that as well. So that'll deploy the prod app. J. Carey says it's okay, Anthony. You can tell us you were interviewing at Yahoo. I would not want to work at Yahoo. It's not Yahoo. But yeah, wouldn't that be funny if it was Yahoo? Actually, a good friend of mine worked at Yahoo, and granted they were there before it was like super, what's the word? Over, dead, done, heavy, yeah. And they're a decent engineer. They of course got out of there and got paid a lot more to leave, so that was good. But yeah, I don't really want to there. Once bought a Python book 2 years ago, but never finished reading it. It is just too heavy to carry around or read in bed. Yeah, I don't really read books. Which, interestingly, somebody... Did I tell you about this, chat? Somebody invited me to be a technical reviewer on a book. And the book sounds interesting. It's stuff that I don't know stuff about. And it's in Python. The thing is, here's the part that's, like, kind of shitty. The book has a total of 18 chapters and 4 appendices, and it's expected to come in at 500 to 550 pages. And we would expect you to take 3 days to review each draft chapter. And they're expecting, 2 to 3 days to review a 30 to 40 page chapter. And yeah, that all sounds fine. Except for the pay that they're offering for this. Like if you do some math there, like 2 to 3 days to review a chapter, I assume they're assuming part-time work. But even if you're looking at 40 pages, plus code samples, plus testing all the code samples, even if it were just reading, I'm a decently fast reader. I'm not super fast of a reader, but I can read probably, about 60 pages an hour, like a page a minute, if I'm going quick. If I'm trying to review content and read it, it's probably much slower than that. I'm probably looking at, just for reading it, probably about 20 pages an hour or something like that. And then if I'm adding code samples and running the code samples and typing them out on top of that, I'm now no longer just reading, I'm also writing. So it's probably looking at, more like, 5 to 10 pages an hour. Adding all that up, and you're looking at, close to, say it's 5 pages an hour. Say it's 10 pages an hour. We'll be lenient there. Say it's 10 pages an hour. You're looking at 50 hours of work, and they're only offering $500 to do this, which is like less than minimum wage. And yeah, so I'm gonna tell them all of that math and be like, look, I'd love to review your book. I don't think you're paying enough. And if you want to sponsor my stream, I'd do that. I'd tell people about your book, but I don't. I don't have the bandwidth to do all this. Which is, unfortunate because it'd be kind of a cool opportunity. Might be a good opportunity to like get partnership on streaming. So I don't know, but seems like I don't know. I haven't replied to them, so it's been a couple days. But yeah. Any hooser. Books. We had an app with GitHub sign, and they required us to have Apple sign in version, which is stupid, and we needed the data from GitHub and didn't want to have a custom user model. Oh, that sucks. I know the aftermath of this decision. February comes, apps stuck in review on both platforms. Upper management starts to freak out and make the announcement that this is first priority and needs fixing as soon as possible. Shitty solution to pass review, implemented, and then it's all good. Yeah, 100%. You would think Juicebox here is the only reference you would do for Twitch. I don't think Twitch would do references. Anthony can't read, fake nerd. It's true. Vinny says, I have a requirement to build a remote runner / collector for a homegrown custom monitoring tool hosted in AWS. Well, that's a lot of words so far. Could Python be used for this? The remote runners would need to be behind firewalls. I've seen this in commercial web apps using SSH as a transport. Yeah, that would work fine. You could implement it in any programming language. Python would work fine for that. 5 days per chapter? Yeah, well, they wanted it even tighter than that. IO really slows Anthony down. It's true, it's true. I need to do both input and output. Metal says, you want to start a company? For what? For reading people's books? How dare you? You get the opportunity. Think of all the exposure you could get. Oh yeah, that's the other thing that they offered. They're like, we can include your name in the book. And I'm like, cool. Free exposure. It's not like people, like, when have you ever read a piece of thing that's like, and this person reviewed it, and you're like, oh, I gotta check their LinkedIn immediately and click on all of their YouTube channels and subscribe to their Twitch channel. Literally never. No one's gonna fucking do that. Read the book on stream, win-win? That would be cool. That would be cool if I could do that. I don't know. I guess I could ask them about that. That would be kind of neat. Make software for the entertainment industry. Would you be interested in reviewing a book in Crystal for $1,000 per minute? So expensive. So expensive. I mean, I'd be down for that, but no one's gonna pay that. I always pay attention to the technical reviewers. Sometimes they're familiar names. I guess. No, like tools and plugins for Maya. Trying to go to the grocery store. Hello, I would like to pay with my exposure points, please. Yeah. What is this? Ragdoll Dynamics. Is this real-time physics for Maya? I mean, these models on their homepage actually look pretty decent. Of course it's anime grills. Of course, why would it be anything else? You're not allowed to expose yourself to people in the grocery store. That's true. That's true. Familiar names like Antoine Sautier. Okay, anyway, I deployed this to prod. I want to make sure that prod still looks good. I assume it does since dev looked fine, but always good to check anyway. GitHub's being a little slow today. Just click through and look at a run. And we good. Okay, cool. Cool. So now let's run a private run and make sure that private run is hidden. Then we'll start brainstorming about how to do this the right way. Hey, what's up, Wannabe Zizao? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Those punks are uncalled for. I don't make the rules, Kevin Stilberg. Oh, do we want to see the times you were bonked? Let's see. Grep-C5. Bonk Kevin. Grep-EC5. log/star. You've been bonked a couple of times, Kevin. Yeah, I feel like this one was, Oh, it's from the gift subs, though. Proceeds to sip some water. Smooth, smooth. What did you get bunked for here? Pornhub Kappa. What's up, Angela la la la? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you are doing well. What did you get bunked for here? Recursive banging. Risky Google search. Oh, that wasn't even you. You said banging Kappa. Bonk incoming. You even knew you were gonna get bonked here. Also, just it has to be said, dash capital C5 with grep, such a good option. Should probably do a video about that. This is such a good option that I didn't know about for a very, very long time, but eventually learned about it. Such a good option. But yeah, there's all your not that many bonks, Kevin Stroberg. There's a handful. There's a few. What's up, Hagask? Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Get Brash. Get Checkout Pro tier. Rebase on Master. I hate doing these kind of big bang branches, so that's why I'm trying to get like little parts of this out at a time. But now that we're able to run private runs, let us do a private run. Actually, make sure the database is in the right state to do that, because we actually have to fudge the data. Dynamo TV. Anthony say bonk, I type bonk. Recursive banging, right? Recursive chat? Check it out. You can do bang, 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 oh hi. And it'll still run the oh hi command. Which is pretty neat. Pretty neat. I didn't know about dash capital C even after seeing dash capital A and dash capital B. Yeah, I feel like dash A and dash B are a little less useful, but they are the same idea. I always forget which one's before and after, though, so... Yeah. Yeah. Okay, this should have... Okay, it has a plan. Cool! So that means... Make sure we're in dev. We're gonna build and deploy this. Finally I connected back to Twitch. Nice! Welcome back, I satisfied. Yeah, Twitch... No wonder Twitch is having trouble with that giant stream that was happening. Ethan says, alright, I'm gonna go take a nap. Apparently getting 4 hours of sleep is a bad idea. Trust me, I know. I only got like 4 hours of sleep last night, too. Kevin Joberg says, alright, it's time to do some hard work by fingering my keyboard rapidly until I'm finished. See you next stream. Well, thank you for stopping by, Kevin Joberg. It's always good to see you. And thank you again for your gifted subs. Appreciate that. There's the bonk. There's the bonk. Alright, so if we deploy this, I made sure I was in dev, so we're only playing with dev right now. One on the way out. If we go to, what was the private repo? Is it demo 2? No. Demo 3? No. Demo 4? Yeah, that one's the private one. Let me make sure that it is configured as well. Also, I need to make this login go back to the page you were on. Right now it goes to the homepage, so that's another thing I'm gonna have to do as part of this change as well. Yeah, we don't have demo 4 enabled, so we will re-enable that. Demo 4, save. Configured? Configured. Oh no. Oh no. Kevin. Have a good one. Everybody says you need to modify the bonk command so there's a 1% chance that somebody bonks not Michaela. The bot asks if they meant bonk Michaela. That would be pretty funny. Okay, so this should now have demo 4 configured. We don't see it here because I'm hiding it. That's actually going to be one of the things that we have to fix today. If we get to it, we'll see. It's going to be a lot of work to get that to work. But that shouldn't stop this run from happening because we have a private plan configured. Wait, why are you mad? Why are you mad? Oh, this is the master code. Okay, so if we go to our pull request here and we close and reopen, this should make a pull request, but we shouldn't be able to click through on it. So we'll start in our most safe place and then slowly add permissions or add access to things. Okay, so we ran another run, and this run is a 404, which is perfect. This is what we want to see. If we look in Dynamo, I don't know if we're gonna be able to see this run though. Should be able to. I swear, I click on these X's every single stream. Then I have to refresh this. We see private. True. Okay, so we see this run here. This run's ID was 1610401. 1610401. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this run associates with this in the database, and we know that it succeeded, so that is cool. Ping ping pong battle. That's pretty good. I like that. Ping google.com, pong google.com. Wouldn't it be funny if it actually ran ping? Actually, I think that would be not a good idea. Might let you do other things. Oh no, do I have sexbot YouTube comments? I have sexbot YouTube comments. Alright, we must delete the sexbot YouTube comments. Today's video is actually pretty cool. If you want to check it out, it is about how Python is actually compiled. And I go over stuff with the disassembler, which is, I guess, what I went over that on stream the other day, but I decided to re-record it. There's some fancy MS Paint drawings in this, so it's a pretty good one. I really like this video. I thought I did a good job with it. So check that out. We gotta delete 6 bots. And then I'm gonna reply to this one. Is this Windows? Because let me get the link for them. FAQ OS. There we go. It's a VM running on Windows. I go over more details of my setup here. But yeah. It is pretty funny when, like, wait, how are you running MS Paint on Ubuntu? What's going on there? I wonder when Amazon will invest some money in decent AWS. They keep investing money and it keeps ending up being garbage. The jokes on Twitter about the huge stream are funny. What is actually going on with that stream? Like, what is happening? Does Python use MS Paint as a compiler? Just watched it a few minutes ago. Nice, nice. What'd you think, Jatoho? Tiny Small 69. You've got the hype fire. That is by far my favorite hype emote. I have that one too. Goddamn Ubuntu and all that proprietary garbage in their repos. Fucking MS Paints. Yeah. Okay, so let me show you what APIs I have available and when I can access them. He's showing a new Fortnite skin and it's... Wait. It's 2 million viewers for a fucking Fortnite skin? What kind of dumbass garbage is that? Like, what? A Fortnite skin. Really? That's it? Man. Here I am, like, writing technical code and with my... I mean, there's 80 of you here, which is... I'm really happy that you're all watching. But like a Fortnite skin? 2 million viewers? I thought Fortnite was over. Aren't the Zoomers like onto something else now? Could be wrong. Foreign entertainers are here. I guess so. Holy shit. You're not a gamer, Anthony. You wouldn't understand. Another example that popularity does not mean quality content. It's true, it's true. This is the skin that everyone is all losing their shit about. Hey, look, chat. I've got a skin on my stream. Do we have 2 million viewers now? I'm not complaining in any way. Just to be clear. I'm, you know, I don't really judge myself based on my viewer count. I do appreciate you all coming here and hanging out with me, but I'm not I'm not whinging about viewers. The Zoomers are, but the boomers take forever to move. I mean, that's pretty hot though. Well, that says I remember installing Ubuntu the first time when they were sending free CDs. I had the 10.04 one. Ooh, 10.04 was the second release that I used. My first release was 8.04. And Yelp was running 10.04 well into 2017. Several years after it had end of lifed. Lucid was a pretty strong release. Definitely one of the first where like Ubuntu is a very serious operating system. Okay. Let's see, GitHub app APIs. Yeah, so the problem is I guess let me draw this. We have several models that matter in this. We have the install, we have repos, and we have run. And at each layer, they know whether they're private or not. So repo has a private field, and install has a normalized list of repos, and each of these repos have a private field. And run now has a private field. Used to be absent, default to false. So we know all of this stuff about our data, and this is already existing. I didn't have to do anything special for this. Now the hard part is we have a user, and they need to be able to view all of these 3 items basically instantly. And a user has a series of repos associated with it, but these are GitHub side. So this is, if we were to brush in a dotted line here, we have kind of, on GitHub side, a user can view a lot of different private repositories. So many repos. Many. And this relation could be like anywhere from like 5 to like 10,000. Ideally, I don't want to store the user's credentials anywhere on my machine or in my environment, but I don't think there's a way that I can get around that, unfortunately, due to the way this works. Because what I essentially need on my end is a user logs in, and it's possible this is the first time we have ever seen this user. And that user needs to be able to log in and instantly view the run page. Because it's probably their first time landing on the site, and it could be a private repository. And so I think I necessarily need to keep track of the user's token here and fire off a background job to collect all of these sets of repositories, but also keep the token around so that I can answer questions immediately about individual runs. I think that's the only way this is going to work. Because I don't think GitHub gives me I don't think GitHub gives me a server-to-server API that says, does this user have access to this repository? If I had a server-to-server API, this would be really easy. But I'm pretty sure I need to use a user's API in order to figure this out. Unfortunately, there's a lot of APIs here. I actually have to fill up my water, so I'm going to be right back. I will see you in a sec. Hello, I'm back. Let's see. Mikhail says, I don't really judge myself on my viewer count. You're a liar. I have 7% fewer viewers this month. Sad Anthony always. Yeah, that was more on YouTube. Like I was more that I wanted to understand my audience, not that I was like, sad about my current viewer count. But yeah, I guess I have feelings about it, but I'm not gonna complain about it. Hey, what's up, Rima? Hello. Indeed, it's paint time. Oh, the haha ginger cat is a good one too. I'm so sad I didn't get all of the haha emotes. I guess that was before I was, spending a lot of time on Twitch. You can just do a Wingslut stream to get some new viewers. Finite says, just saw the flakehell car crash on Twitter. Sorry you had to do that, right? Yeah, I already ranted about it on stream though. The first hour of the stream, I talk about that a lot. Trin says, hey, any Dunder methods for controlling vars on custom objects or returning a different attribute name, not value? So vars you don't really have any control over because it is implemented as just retrieving double underdict. See Python. In this Blitten module.c dot what am I doing? .c yeah, built-in vars. So it takes a single object, grabs one, eval get locals. Oh, so if you pass nothing to it, there's no object, you'll get locals. Otherwise, it just does get adder string on double underdict. Which I don't believe you can override. Maybe you can. Property def dict. Yeah, no, you can't. You might be able to do get attribute. Oh, you can do it there. If adder equals dict, turn wet, else turn super. So you can do this. I would not recommend doing this, but I guess it is possible. Oh, you know what? I typoed this. Maybe this would have worked up here as well. Dict self turn wet. Oh, okay. I guess you can do this as well. You don't even need to fuck around with get attribute. You could override double underdict. I would not recommend doing this, but you can. It does appear that it is possible, Trent. You probably just want to override double under dir instead. Vars you really shouldn't be using in actual code. It's supposed to be more of like a debugging tool. Not really a production-y thing. Yeah, I already talked about it, Finite. I talked about it at length. But it'll be on the VOD, so when I upload it to YouTube, you'll be able to read it. I wonder what will happen when the 2 million stream ends and he's gonna raid someone. You think he'll raid someone, or you think he'll just end? It's fascinating that Bonk is using Michaela Fox as a default, or is it doing something else? Yeah, it's Michaela as a default. There's an algorithm that finds the horniest viewer in Bonk's time. Yeah, you want to see the algorithm? It's actually a really good algorithm. Plugin bot, plugins, block. See? There was some very, very advanced AI that went into writing this one if statement here. Hey, what's up? I'm Josh Fo. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you were doing well. You need some anti-bonk protective gear. Shibbity bongers. I'm pretty sure my college success course starts today. Oh. Good luck on that. Is that a triple under? Yeah, I fucked it up. I fucked up. Yeah, I noticed it though. Thank you for catching that. Jarunk, good to see that. Looks like you mistyped ticked or it's supposed to have 300. Yeah, no, it's a typo. Hey, what's up, Julian? Hello. He says, oh no. Yeah, you know it's a good stream to walk into when I'm trying to override double under get attribute or double under dict. What's the time in your country? You can see it right here on my screen. Super legitimate algorithm. Yeah, indeed, Chaz. What's the runtime complexity on that bad boy? A 1. A 1. ArcParse recommends using it to get a dictionary from a namespace. I'm pretty sure they just show that in the docs. To give you a demo of what's happening. You prefer to have a dict-like view of the attributes, you can use the standard idiom vars. Yeah, the thing is, I don't know why you would want to look at the why you would want to look at this as a dictionary. You're going to be much more honest about this by using, you know, getattr and setattr instead. But yeah. I wrote triple underscores first, you have to put my license in your repo now. I don't think Michaela has any trouble being #1 bonked. Also, Twitch's emote services or badge service is all over the place today. Like sometimes it thinks Michaela's subbed, sometimes it thinks Michaela has different badges. Like it's all over the place. What a mess! What a mess! Okay, so let me look through all of these APIs. I'm pretty sure I've already looked through these before and figured out that there is not a way to do what I want. And so we're gonna have to keep user tokens around, which sucks. I kind of want to, you know, I'm going to encrypt the user tokens in a different way, not for security purposes, but just so that when I'm glancing over the data stores, it doesn't just give away people's tokens. Koenig says, what feature of Pigment CI took the longest to implement? Just curious. Ooh, I think the thing that took the most thinking and the most effort that went into stuff was definitely the initial implementation of the web backend. I think that was by far the hardest and most tricky part of implementing Pigment CI, which was all of the initial research to figure out everything that I needed to do in order to implement a correct GitHub application. That was definitely the longest part. Most of the backend was relatively straightforward, like use a queue, run podman, run commands, do build caching stuff. But yeah, I think and the reason the backend was easy because I knew what I was doing. I knew what I wanted to build already. Whereas with the GitHub parts, I had no idea. I was starting from scratch with essentially no knowledge about how to implement what I wanted, and I had to figure out everything along the way. And there weren't references that I could look at either. I'm sure there were somewhere, but I would have had to spend significantly more time looking up references and then deciding whether they did things right than just deciding the right way to do it myself. I think if you look at the app from a complexity perspective, though, the GitHub app stuff is actually not terribly complex. There isn't much tricky about that. It's really just listen to the right webhooks and store the data in the right way and display the website the right way. I don't think the web portion is terribly thinking heavy to understand what's going on. Whereas the data backend caching parts, that has a high level of complexity and a high level of necessary business and domain logic in order to implement it properly. Yeah. So if in one perspective, or maybe in a way to think about this, if all of my source code were leaked, I would not care if people had access to the website. And in fact, the website might be open source at some point. But the heavy, clever, thinking business logic stuff is mostly in the runner backend. So I would be more concerned about that from an intellectual property standpoint. Hey, what's up, Mixed Veggies? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you are doing well. Hopefully that answered your question. Mikhail says there's errors when you click on emotes too. It always says there's an error getting emote data, so you can't see the bigger versions. Michaela just loves being number one on all the leaderboards. Yeah, it's kind of true. The automatic capitalization took the longest. Yeah. Oh yeah, Michaela is the top on all three of them. I satisfied it's getting pretty close on bonking other people though. Perhaps the bot should be excluded from the chat rank system. We're helping it every time we bonk Michaela. That's true. I could filter out the bot. That would get another person to the top 10. Should we do that? Do that. Bot plugins chat rank. Okay, so I want you to be able to get the true chat rank if you ask for that user's chat rank. But I want it to be not in the top 10, maybe? Huh. You're gonna have to do top most common 11, then filter out the bot, and then... So it's really only for top 10 chat, right? Because ideally we're not bonking the bot. Right? For rank user n in enumerate total.most common. Is most common an iterator, or does that return a concrete type? Import collections. Counter equals collections dot counter. Counter dot most common. Oh, it's concrete type. Is it in order though? Python 3 collections. What's up, Mary MGM? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you are doing well. Counter. Wow, how did these all end up being the same except for these two characters? Okay, no, it's in insertion order. Okay. Huh. That's a little annoying. That's a little annoying. Did you do that just to bonk the bot, Velnathus? Mixed Veggie says, most comment bonk spammers. Oh yeah, there's two ranks. There's bunked rank and bunker rank. So you can see who bonks the most. Juice is back. Hello, hello. How's it going? Commands count for chat rank as well? Yeah, it just counts messages, period. Wait, is there puppy photo? What's Michaela puppy photo? Oh, look at this puppy. Look at this puppy. Look at this cute little bupper. Dorbs. Oops, I closed the wrong window. The wrong browser. Hey, what's up, Marsma? Hello, hello. Good to see you again. If I spam, hypothetically, I get a higher rank. That is kind of how it works, but try and keep your chats on topic. Spamming is discouraged, but also encouraged in a weird way. I guess we don't care. The data set here is not super large. Well, we can just do... Oh, wait. Rank isn't right either. So if we want to exclude, you know what, fuck it, we're just gonna keep it bot in here. This code's gonna be gross. The way I would do it is by doing like rank equals 1, then 4 in whatever. And then rank plus equals 1, build up a list, then do user list equals list dot join users. But the code's gonna look disgusting, so I don't really want to do it. I guess you would also do if user is Anthony Wright's code bot. Continue. I guess it would be config.username. You do something like this, but I'd rather not. So anyway, Anthony Wright's code bot gonna stay in the chat rank list because of reasons. What is your best software? Best? What do you mean by best? Juice says, I just tried to take Tofu to the dog park and there was a gaggle of trashy people with like 60-pound dogs in the small dog section not wearing masks. Yikes! Yikes! Yeah, I would have noped the fuck out of there too. Oh, a bot just passed 10,000 messages. That's crazy. Ray Tracer and Pure CMake. I did see that, Michaela, which is wild. Not willing to take the chance that a group of anti-maskers with giant dogs aren't racist, willing to let their dog eat my face for being brown. Yep. Yep. Big Harry says, Twitch is being super known and can't get video. Ugh. That sucks. Must be that 2 million stream. For shame. Mixed Veggie says, dope, I was referred here by my cousin and I'm already liking this. Sounds good. Well, welcome, welcome. Good to have you. Best means that you like the most. Probably pre-commit. It's definitely a thing I'll put the most time and effort into. Precommit.com. Precommit CI I'm also pretty proud of, but Precommit.com I've definitely put more work into and definitely I think has of course has more adoption. Yeah. Roller says, Anthony Wright's codebot, can you stop spamming the chat, please? Damn that Anthony Wright's codebot. We could probably make it a little bit quieter, like, you know, DM people for bang help or whatever. But I don't know about you guys. Do you check your Twitch DMs? I don't check my Twitch DMs. Okay. Reading through these APIs. List installation for authenticated app. So the problem is so there's kind of two problems here. Users have access to installations. So users have access to this, and installs list a bunch of repos. But sometimes, oh, don't change color on me. But users sometimes only have access to a couple of these repositories and not these other ones in here. So that's the trouble here. So I can't just use like user has access to install to say that they have access to its repos and its runs. If I could do that, this would be super easy. But I can't. That would have been the data model that I would have used, but unfortunately that's not correct. So I have to do some additional work here to make things work properly. Oh, I should probably have used a different color than green and red. Let's just say that purple has no access, or purple is access. Save some color blindness here. I satisfied what? Ethan talking fucked up my typing. Oh no. Twitch has DMs, yeah, right? I only got a Twitch DM once in almost a decade. I get them occasionally, but not super often. Mixed Veggie says, do you only code in Python? What languages do you use most? Typical professional projects. Most of the stuff I do on stream is Python. I've written code in a bunch of different languages on stream though. I've done some C, I've done some C++, I've done some JavaScript, I've done some Go. On stream, this is just on stream. I've done a bunch of other shit other than that. We looked at some Visual Basic code the other day, which was fun. What else have I done on stream? I did some Crystal at some point. SQLite. Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff. The bot is not bad, only when the chat gets bonky. It's true, it's true. Users turned on block whispers from strangers in their privacy settings and must start a conversation with you first. I guess that makes sense. Tiny Small says, gotta go after 11 p.m. Well, thank you for stopping by. I'll see you around. Whispers is the forgotten feature. I think it's also super easy to abuse. Did some Crystal, yeah. I'm learning Python predominantly, which is why I asked. Yeah, no problem. If you're learning Python, or you want some more Python content, you should check out my YouTube channel where I have daily videos. And it gotta self-promo a little bit. I started with C, says Vinay. Oh, I see. Hello, Magnev. How's it going? Deuce Bunks has blocked whispers too. I just want to spam everyone. YouTube channel name? Anthony Red's Code. I just put the link in chat. You can just click through the link. Staffers get DM'd constantly with my friend's girlfriend's cousin's boyfriend got banned. Please help. Yeah, that little staff badge is gonna get you there. Thanks all said. Awesome. Appreciate that. Okay, looking through these APIs. Suspend app, get an app, get organization install, get repository installation. This enables an authenticated GitHub app to find the repository's installation information. The installation's account type will either be organization or user type. Repos / owner repo / installation. Oh, this endpoint's really useful. Not for what I want here, but I wish I knew about this before. I would have structured my app a little bit different. Oh, I can actually... Oh, this is actually really useful. Yeah. I'm going to use this to implement some redirect stuff. To do implement prettier URLs with this endpoint. Oh, I didn't know this existed. This is actually very, very helpful. Is there a way to go from just the user as well? Get an organization for the authenticated app. Yo. It's helpful too. Okay, I didn't know these endpoints existed. See, you still learn stuff every day. It doesn't help us solve our problem that we're trying to solve right now, but it does help me with this. My free Udemy courses, course promo cards. Cool, sounds good. How can I trust Vinay, right? JK says, in the arts code, well, maybe if others don't steal it. It's true. Get a user installation for the authenticated app. Enables an authenticated GitHub app to find the user's installation information. How is this different? I think this is the same endpoint as the org one, which actually makes this kind of painful if I'm going to implement that. But anyway, we'll keep those links for some other time. We're not going to do that today. OAuth application. So we're in a GitHub app that uses OAuth, but we are not an OAuth app. I don't think any of this applies to us. Installations. List repositories accessible to the app installation. We already did this to figure out all of the apps, but this doesn't necessarily show what a user has access to. So that's not what we want. List repositories, here's what we want. List repositories accessible to the user access token. App tells what installations they have access to. We need to get a user to server oauth token. We already used this endpoint. That's not the one I want. No, we also need it here. This sucks. I wish we didn't need a user to server here for this. It'd be nice to be able to say, like, can this user access this repo without having to have them log in and do annoying stuff. But so what is with the new relief check? Heard some announcements in the news. 2000. I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention to that because I know that I don't qualify. Why for Life says you and Melky stream so differently. I feel like we're pretty similar in some ways. Melky is definitely memeing a lot more than I do. I think we have, you know, similarly enjoyable content. You're calmer? Sometimes. Sometimes I'm calmer. You missed the rant portion of the stream earlier. I was definitely not calm for that. Yeah, the part that sucks about this is paginated. So if one installation had thousands of repositories, this API is going to be extremely slow to list all of them. I can use this to like backfill some cache data here, but I don't think I can use this to I don't think I can use this in a blocking call anywhere. So this API I do need. Let's see. Let's see. List repos for user. I need to be able to figure out whether they can access just an individual user or an individual repo. I guess I could issue a read request and see whether they get that. Somebody also clipped his rant. The Chito, rip your bonking there. User not found. Well, now you are. Okay, so we're gonna need this API. Ugh. It sucks that you can only do this in a particular. Okay, so not that one. And I don't care about marketplace or subscriptions. Which makes me wonder how I can query just a particular user. Sucks. What are you bonking the bot for? Why is the bot getting bonked here? God, I'm suddenly hungry too. I had a very small breakfast because I kind of rushed. I was dealing with shit on Twitter. Man, this sucks that there isn't a I'm the captain now because I'm the captain now. Checks out. Seems legit. Can user access repository GitHub API? Eat food? Repository. All is 200. Moved. Forbidden, not found. So I wonder if I can use a user to server token to figure out whether they have access to this. How can I figure that out? Eat food, but yeah. Yeah, the number of bonks this stream has been nuts. What are you guys doing? What is in the water today? Grab dash n bonk in log/star. I don't want dash n, I want dash c. Said still not the most bonkingest of days, but today is the second highest bonkingest of all days. You got nothing on August 1st though, apparently. What's a Pixel Community Project? Hello, hello. Isn't that the reason for oauth 2? Yeah, I mean I have oauth, I just don't want to store their credentials. I mean I guess it is the point. Let's see. Where would I store that? I would naturally store them in my session object. I bonk everyone who bonks juice unless it is me. You're the juice bonks protectorate. Yeah, look at all these bonks today. But yeah, I do plan to do a video on sed basics at some point, maybe even awk basics as well. Although this is honestly all I ever use awk for, is to print numbered fields. But there is a video coming up which I thought was really good. Which one was it? Actually, there's a bunch of good ones coming up. Oh, this is the one that I was thinking of. The WC video. Well, that'll be a good one coming up in a couple days. Or even I learned something while recording this video. I didn't know about this file 0 from option, which is kind of cool. I didn't know about this. I also didn't know that it spit out all of them at the same time too. I've only ever really used WC-C and WC-L. But anyway, that's a cool video that's coming up. What else do I gotta hype up? Oh, the swap 4 and 7 interview question. This one's coming up too. This one's gonna be pretty good. Including, where's the bit twiddling? I do bit twiddling at the end. Somewhere in here. Yeah, bit twiddling. Look at this face. Oh, you can't see the face. Look at this face. What is this face? Anyway. Anthony reading documentation? Yeah, right. Right. Do advent of code 2021 in awk? Oh god. Yeah, awk is a language. I mean, so is sed. So is sed. Would I want to write code in it? No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. WC/dev/0. I think that's just going to try and consume all of my memory and then crash, right? It's just reading null bytes forever. I don't think this ever exits, because I'm pretty sure dev0 is just a bunch of null bytes, right? Dev0 hd-c. I should do a video about hex dump. Yeah, it's just a bunch of null bytes. Null bytes forever! So everybody says, can't you just write xy equals yx? So the problem, the interview question is a function which takes some number, flop 4 7. It takes some number, one single input, and returns the other input. So if it takes in 4, it has to return 7. And the silly concept of the interview is that you're not allowed to use ifs, if statements. So that's why it's an interesting problem at all. GK says, wouldn't you get an auth token and then do a get, and if it doesn't return an error, check your cache? Yeah, I think I'm actually going to do it the other way around. Check my cache if it's missing, and then issue a get. The thing is, I wanted to avoid... up until this point, I've avoided storing the oauth tokens, but now I think I have to store the oauth tokens. Which is unfortunate. TV Johnny says, hi, what are you working on? You can look at Bang today. I'm building out Pregment CI and private repositories. Trying to figure out how that's going to work. Oh yeah, the bot doesn't reply to itself, mixed veggies. Yeah. But yeah, jQuery, that's basically how I think I have to do this. I think the first step of this is to re-enable better encryption on the sessions table. Because I have it at the basic encryption, but I think I want to use the actual KMS encryption for sessions. Just so it has stronger stuff. Wait, Vape Juice Jordan bought a house? Really? Really? Where did you see that? Is it on Twitter? Vape Juice. I know he has like a condo thing, but he bought a house? This makes me white people sad, my mom. Why are you white people sad? In Milky's chat? Jordan bought a house? What? Jordan like just bought a or just started renting a condo or whatever. Like last year. Yeah, you can bonk people that don't exist as well. Oh, that's Jatoho. Jatoho and mixed veggies have the same color for me. You don't have a color. Jatoho has picked a color. You do /color, you can pick a color, mixed veggies, in chat. Return x equals 7 times 4 plus x equals 7 times 7. Yeah. Oh, I didn't do that. That's a good one too. I like that one, everybody. Pink, please. You can just do /color hot pink. And then you can be pink. Like Michaela. Entered Milky's chat, and when asked what he's been up to, he said he bought a house. Damn. Oh, they're moving to Portland. Oh, yeah. I saw that guy's crazy branchless programming YouTube video. You could also make an if factory. Oh, yeah, now you're pink. There you go. It looks yellow to me. Twitch's chat will take a while to refresh, especially with the load that they're dealing with that giant stream today. But my chatbot sees it already. Okay. Areas, DynamoDB table. Server-side encryption enabled. Whether or not to use encryption at rest using an AWS managed KMS customer master key. Oh. Okay, so we need to enable server-side encryption on that table. Or enable the second level of server-side encryption. It already has default server-side encryption, but we want per account server-side encryption. Terraform. Pull and prune. What's up, Syed? Hello. Haven't tuned in since ages. Well, welcome back, Zide69. Following since June of 2020. Damn, that's a long time. Welcome back. Good to see there's way more people here than last time. Sounds good. Following for 6 months. Pretty cool. Welcome back. You can also use a giant array that you pre-filled with itself and then swap 4 and 7. Yeah, that is actually one of the that's one of the solutions I go over. Giant stream, says Sarcastic Dundee. How's it going? Yeah, apparently there's somebody with like 2 million viewers right now. Talking about Fortnite strings. Fortnite skins. Fortnite strings. Got programming on the brain. Jatoho says, just broke 10k channel points limit and Twitch instantly showed an ad for typewriter chat. Better than other ads at least. Oh yeah, whenever you break a channel points barrier, it will tell you what things you can redeem. If I were ever to move out of Michigan, I would go to the Portland area as I've heard nothing but good things. Good old Pacific Northwest. Get branch, origin, encrypt, sessions, more. DynamoDB sessions, and then we want server side encryption enabled equals true. Yes. Yes. So there is server side encryption enabled by default, but this changes it to be KMS encryption instead of the Amazon managed DynamoDB key. So this becomes the Amazon managed per account DynamoDB key. So this necessarily costs more, but since we're storing sensitive data here, you're gonna do that. Or privileged data, because tokens are gonna give access to stuff. Enable CMK SSE for Dynamo sessions table. Are you taking Anthony with you to Portland, right? Why did people suddenly start streaming BTT6? Why did people suddenly start streaming Among Us? It's also a year-old game. Let's see, get push origin head. Ugh. Why is this nerd streaming Python? Doesn't he know it's like 30 years old? Man. Makes me feel old. I was born around the time Python was born. 30 years. Long ass time. Rodriados says, this is a comment. Indeed, you also don't have a color. Last time in here, I didn't graduate yet. Now I'm a telecommunications technician. I'm enrolled in web security oriented bachelor's. Awesome. Congratulations. I gotta learn how to code. Don't we all? Don't we all? I have a notification. Oh. It's more YouTube episodes. More YouTube episodes. Oh no, what was the close reopen? What happened here? Did Frequency I bug out? Oh no, I want to know the answer here. Maybe they mentioned in the Dick Sword? No, let's see it. He says, I found a boog. You found a boog? In the chat plot? What's the boog? Is the boog that it goes negative here? When are you gonna be 30? In July, I will be 30. In July, I'll be 30. Wait till you're 2 years short of 15. I guess that's fair. Sarcastic Dante's been following for 1 year and 11 months. Damn. Almost 2 years. That's crazy. That's crazy. 34 minutes, mixed veggies. Nice. Your March will be 1 year. This is Boog? Negative Boog? Ugh. I don't know if there's a way to make it have a fixed axis. The thing is that it's just that the trend line is negative, because it's so far positive. I don't know how to do that. I guess we could make the start point be always something that's 0. I think there's a way to fix the axes. Let's see. Quick chart fix axis at 0. I already hate this. I think it's just chart.js, right? Y-axis ticks begin at 0, true. Is that what we want? Is that gonna fix it? Juice says his birthday is 7/2, I think. Oh no. Oh no. Juice. Oh no, Juice. It's okay, I forgot your birthday too. Yeah, it's the 5th. It's the 5th. Type Racer says mixed veggies, so there's this type racing game because chat often wants to see me type fast, and I do type fast when I do that. I've actually been using that Control E stuff a good bit. It's made me realize I should just organize and edit my aliases, but oh, nice. Yeah, the expand thing is pretty cool. Pretty cool. You forgot my name last month. Yeah, that's also true. I had like a really bad memory lapse where I just like couldn't remember things. My brain was like, Melanie? Melanie? No, it's not Melanie. Oh, it's Melissa. Yeah, it was. Apparently, that's a common what's the word? Post symptom of COVID, which is just like acute memory loss. Because usually I'm great at remembering everything. But you know, very particular things happen. The guy forgot his middle name 2 weeks ago. Yeah, that's true. It's true. It's true. Cute memory loss. Yeah. You recognize old regex you wrote in that guy's still in code, but you couldn't remember her name. Yikes. When you put it that way, it sounds way worse. Okay, so I guess we can try and add this option to the thing. Twitch bot plugins. Is it in chat rank? Yeah, it is. Okay. Option scales y-axis ticks begin at 0. Y-axis ticks begin at 0, true. Begin at 0, true. Blop, 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 blop. And then Python dash input test chat plot I satisfied. Didn't fix it. It changed not at all. Well, that's clearly not how to do it. Huh, well, I don't quite know what to do then. I would have thought that would have done it. Guess not. But you know what? It probably forces things that are off the graph to show up on the graph. Hmm. Is that when he forgot how cute his girlfriend is? Middle name means good word. Is that what it means? Can you edit the bot in other people's Twitch? Yeah, I could run this bot on other people's channel if I wanted to. Does his middle name start with an S? Is he the elusive top scorer from every arcade machine? Is he ass? What's up, Price? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. So my middle name was almost Samuel, which is my dad's name. But my parents were like, wait a minute. We can't give this kid the initials ass. He's gonna get made fun of so much. So they weren't ass, thankfully. That would have been unfortunate. Anyway, if someone wants to send a patch to the bot to fix the plots, if you can figure it out, figure it out. Isn't it instead abs? Yeah, abs is way better than ass. I'd much rather be abs than ass from an initial standpoint. You get in trouble if you're playing the initial game. Oh, yeah. It's true, it's true. But I'm curious why this open, close, reopen had to happen here. Auto caps. Why the close, reopen? Just curious. I haven't had any reports of this being problematic from NCI, but I'm definitely interested in hearing if something went wrong here, and then I can do some more investigation on it. Let me merge this. 14 files. Oh, yeah, this is the top 10 new things in Python 3.9, so of course there's a ton of code for this. Quite a lot of code here. Oh, and functools LRU cache. Yeah, all of the YouTube stuff people submit. Oh, interesting. There's a syntax error because it's new in Python 3.9. Crazy. But anyway. Oh no, the button's gone. Stupid GitHub. Click it off screen. But anyway, anywhozer. So that was the email notification that I got there. Delete. Abs, is he a built-in function? Yeah, it could have been AWS, right? What would my middle name been? Like William? Worcestershire? No ping pong? If you do capital ping, you'll get pong back. Ding dong. Is that what we're going for there, Michaela? Zad says, you probably get asked this a lot, but in class, they're coding on Unix/Linux. I have a Windows, and I downloaded Notepad++. Do I have to switch my whole laptop to Unix/Linux, and where do I even begin? I am so lost. It's pronounced Worcester? Worcester sauce? Yeah, I don't fucking know. So Zayed, my recommendation would be to set up a virtual machine. You don't have to change your computer from Windows to Linux, but it would be a good idea, and it's going to benefit you in the long term to learn at least the basics of Linux and the command line and other tools like that. I have a tutorial on setting up a virtual machine, which requires you to not change your entire thing. You could use Windows Subsystem for Linux as well, as DDELSP points out. I like virtual machines myself, but WSL is pretty easy to get set up as well. But yeah, I would mostly like set something up, learn some tools, get working with that. Um, even like even you know, learning like VS Code instead of Notepad++ would also probably be beneficial. Notepad++ is fine. I used a Notepad and Notepad++ for a very long time. But you know, I don't anymore. Unless I absolutely need to edit something not in a terminal on Windows. That's how they pronounce Worcestershire sauce. That's how they pronounce it in Massachusetts. So it's like the Worcestershire sauce. God damn, I'm not gonna try and say that. Hey, what's up, Tubish? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you were doing well. I wish my class was going to do C++ and Linux. I'm liking using Vim and G++ and Clang++ instead of like slow ass, big ass, visual ass, studio ass. Visual C++ is pretty nice. Worcestershire. WSL is Worcester sauce for Linux. Roller says, can you help me recover my virtual machine password? If it's not encrypted, you could just mount the drive somewhere else. If it's encrypted, GLHF. I don't know how you're gonna do that. WSL's wing slut for Linux. Yeah. Thanks. I'm gonna eat up all those tutorials on your channel. Yeah, sounds good. There's a lot of content there. We just passed the 200th explains video not too long ago. Not too long ago. MSVC is so effed. If you make a mistake, it won't highlight something for like 10 seconds. Then after you fix stuff, it'll constantly say it's messed. Oh yeah. It's still like pretty. I don't know. MSVC is. I thought it was pretty decent. It's not as good as the like. You know, good shit like MSVC sharp. But it's something. Okay. Anyway, distracted for 14 minutes while I was waiting for Terraform to do its thing. This should make 2 changes. Yeah. Okay, that looks good. Merge this, and then we will run it. Oh, that was such a dumb joke that we got there. Hip hip array. Literally every SO answer says that begin at 0 true should work. Clearly didn't work. Clearly didn't work. You'd hate how garbage the tooling and packaging systems are in C#. Yeah, then I guess that's true. When I wrote C#, I didn't really deal with the packaging all that much. This was like right when NuGet came out, and we didn't really have any redistributable libraries, and so every project was pretty standalone. So it wasn't really that much trouble there. But yeah, I have not looked at their packaging solutions in fuck like 10 years now, 11 years now. So I'm sure it's very different now. We were also trying to run our own NuGet server. God, that was a pain in the ass. I mean, I hope it's better than it was then, but it was a real pain in the ass back then. Okay, let's apply this in dev, make sure that we can still log in and stuff. We should stay logged in here. Gamer rank. Memory diagnostics are pretty cool in Visual Studio. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good about that. Also, the like stuff you could do with stack jumping was pretty nice. The debugger is really, really good. I really like Visual Studio, but that might be Stockholm Syndrome. Yeah. Terraform is an elite dad pun. Is it? Terraform pun. programming. What is the pun? I don't really get it. Silly things with Terraform. Silly things you should not do. Number 1, FizzBuzz. Oh god. FizzBuzz and Terraform. Never mind, this hurts my head. I'm not gonna look at this. I have to work with C# every day. I really don't like the language. I actually really like the language. Personally. But I also, again, haven't written it in a long time. Maybe it's just that I like Visual Studio writing all the code for me. What's your favorite punny software framework? I like Chef with cookbooks, knife, kitchen, etc. I actually think that punny named software distributions are a bad pattern. I find that, you know, when you start like trying to be punny and creative with your software distributions, you end up with like really hard to understand stuff, and like you sound like an idiot whenever you explain something to somebody. Like we used SaltStack at Lyft, and Salt has like these concepts of like grains and shit for like data stuff. And there's this other tool called Pepper, which is like salt but in a different, oh man. And anytime you just talk about salt, you just, all right, this pun is dumb, but this is what we're talking about, and like trying to understand the idea behind like grains and all this other stuff, which is just like, ugh. I like functional names a lot. I really don't like these stupid punny names when possible. Master Darkweaver, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Alright, we should still be logged in here. There's just a little standby name up here. Cool, it does. And if we go... It's actually really hard to log out right now. We log out, and then log in again. Should also still be logged in. Cool. Alright, that looks good. Alright, let's do you in prod now as well. Confirm. Let's see. I guess it's not a pun, but like, alright gamers, we need a word that's kind of cloud but new. Yeah. Coffee script while drinking coffee. Oh, coffee script is such a bad language. Every language is ported to itself eventually, but most languages start out with C and C++. Yeah, to get to like self-hosting things. Visual Studio has top-tier handling. I agree. I agree. What do I get bonked for? Glassaron says, let's go up to interviewers and recommend them to ask FizzBuzz and HCL for positions that require Terraform. Oh, or implement FizzBuzz and YAML. That would be another fun one. Is calling everything bad an anti-pattern an anti-pattern? An anti-pattern? An anti-pattern, anti-pattern. I don't know, I think you're right. I think pointing out that I use the word anti-pattern a lot, which is maybe not the best way to think about it. Like, I should probably be a little bit more clear on things that are objectively bad and subjectively bad. I have opinions about a lot of stuff, and often I will report those opinions as fact when in reality, you know, they're not. Yeah, being cognizant of that and calling me out on that is good. So thank you for that. Ending with the boring games like pre-commit. Yeah. Centrist, did you? Yeah, I saw the Tetris and said, which was pretty wild. Wait a minute, looks at Babby. Babby has a good name. It's not a pun. It's not. You're right. It's not a functional name. Text editor that was Nano. My old team named everything after Breaking Bad references, which was terrible. We have a service that's called Trout. Watching new people try and spell that was painful. I don't even fucking know what it is. I haven't watched Breaking Bad, so I don't know. Yeah, but like there were 3 things at Yelp that were called Apollo. That was... Not only was it a bad name for the first thing, but it was a bad name for the second thing, and that got confused with another thing that we paid for from a vendor that was also called the same thing. So trying to figure out which was the Apoyo service was a real pain in the butt. Also because I like to call it Apoyo. Okay, I should still be logged in. Go here, if I log out and log back in, I'll be logged in. Okay, cool. So that makes those encrypted, which now gives me a little bit more confidence to put OAuth tokens into them. Is that like Ermagerd? Anti pattern. Mixed veggies. The list of commands are in the output. There's only a few secret commands, and you're not gonna be able to just guess them. You kind of have to know what you're looking for. And it prints out a lot of stuff after there. So ideally, don't try and fuzz the commands. You can also read the source code if you do bang bot, and so you can find the commands from there. CI runs after commit push, so pre-commit CI is a strange name. Yeah, it's mostly piggybacking on the branding from pre-commit, which is also a strange name. So it's a strange name and a strange name. But I think it makes the most sense to understand, like, if you're using the other tool, you already know about the name. T is a good functional name. Yeah, I agree. We have our teams after Polish city names that are hard to read for our British coworkers. Yeah, I have no idea how you would pronounce that. Like, Jew? I don't know. Let's name everything service number, truly functional. Speaking of language that look heckin' weird to English speakers, have you guys heard of Hmong? Like, our city has a lot of... Literally, it's like keyboard face rolling. What? Oh, maybe I should remove the bang AOC command now that we're no longer doing advent code right now. Everybody says bang today, ... F. Yeah. Language looks weird to English speakers who also doesn't help. We use both Latin and Cyrillic alphabet. Oh. Scientists are even worse at naming computers, yeah. Does this have a pronunciation here? Seth? What? I would have never guessed that. Seth. Oh, I would have had no idea. Sometimes it's strange to translate names from English to other languages. As a native Portuguese speaker, I'd rather keep names in English. I'm unnamed chef. There he says, babe, I'm breaking up with you. It's not you. You are Poggers. It's me. I'm Omega Lol. I'm sorry if this is Pepe hands, but it has to be done. I've just been feeling Pepega and our relationship has been weird champ for months. It's time to end it. No kappa. That's some yikesy copy pasta there, Cyberbunny. Okay. Okay, so here's my thought. I want to have a symmetric encryption key to put the data into the table, not for security purposes whatsoever, but so that when I go to this and I click on this, I don't just display somebody's, somebody's OAuth key in plain text. Oh, not here. It would have been sessions. Like, I don't want to just show your tokens here. Also, there's a lot of sessions chilling out here, which is interesting. I guess they have TTL and they'll eventually go away. These are probably from other debugging sessions. But yeah, I want to include the why is my brain just blanked? I want to include the OAuth token in this model here. That way I can look up the data for the user stuff at runtime. Oh, this necessarily means I have to play with credentials, and I don't really want to do this on stream because I'm going to leak credentials, and rotating these is a real pain in the ass. I'm probably not going to do this on stream. Okay, instead of doing that on stream, let's fix this chat plot because we definitely want this setting actually. but we need to fix the bottom line in a different way, and I think we can fix that by using by changing the data so that it doesn't start negative, I think. So let's do that instead, because I don't want to stop stream quite yet. Bot plugins chat rank. But the problem is this line here, wherever the line is. Trend type equals line. Yeah, so we need to find not x0, but the first x that's non-zero here. Oh, we also have to do this in the other way. There's a set min option, possibly. I try to use English encode but German in the issue tracker and docs for school projects, but I often get confused when switching between them. Yeah, it makes sense. Is it bad if the copy pasta makes 100% total sense to me? The copy pasta is a huge negative one on my mental health for the day. Yeah. Here's an example on posters. Oh my god. Yeah, that does look just kind of like you're right. It does look like mesh hand on keyboard. After advent of code, I've developed a pathological fear of jigsaw puzzles, says GM Rubik's, right? Right? I got told to download Eclipse. Does anyone know what that is? Oh my god, don't use Eclipse. No, not Eclipse. Wait, what is the not again? What are you talking? Don't do it. Always use English encode and issue tracker whenever possible. There's a set min option. Chart.js set min. Suggested min. The min and max explicitly send x. Some data points may not be visible. That sounds like what we want. That sounds like we want. What we want. Min 0. Let's try that. Bot test. Chat plot I satisfied. Please work, please work, please work. Yes! Okay, it looks a little bit janky, but now you can at least see the difference here. It says, why doesn't ls-d or ls-directory work? It says list directories themselves, not their contents. Also prints a single dot out. So ls-d is like print literally what is available here. So it does print dots. So that's the thing that you put here. But if you want to list the directories that are in the current directory, you would use / to do what you want there. So yeah, a little bit different there. Speaking of German, I sometimes see Germans use ist instead of is. Oh, I see that all the time. I see that all the time. But yeah, ls-d / is what you want. Melissa Leon started at Amazon in France, and I keep getting pinged in her emails. Oh no. You just do Babby Dev. That's true. That's true. Eclipse, run. Programming in German ist ein... I don't know how to pronounce that. MOTD. I'm made in Python. Imagine Python in 2021. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. My teachers expect things like documentation to be in German. Interesting. Interesting. What's a better alternative to Eclipse then? And please, what does it even do? It is a text editor / IDE. It's probably fine for what you want to do, but it's not. It's pretty dated, to put it lightly. It depends on what language you're writing in. If you're writing Java, Eclipse is probably fine. You'd be better with like IntelliJ, but it's probably fine. Or even VS Code. VS Code's probably even better than Eclipse. Check your messages next time you get water. Or you can just check them now. Oh. Up to you. Up to you, Juice. Whichever you want to do. But yeah, okay, so this seems to work. Git add bot plugins chat rank. Redefinition of undefined use of command Kevin. Right. And yes, I satisfied. You're in the bot plugins Kevin commands. The Kevin plugin. Get diff. Patch.wap cheer emoji. Fix y-axis of chat plot. Y-axis of chat plot. Push version head. I have it on master. Probably pre-commit CI. Yep. Okay. Okay. And then restart the bot. Okay, so now can you try chat plot I satisfied? I don't know what language the teacher uses. I'm assuming all classes are in C. Eclipse for C would be weird. Why is Fluffy dangerous? It's not. What happened is a while back, before Chris had malware checking on fluffy.cc, somebody spammed malware and then somebody added it to a blacklist or block list. And yeah, we have fixed the malware problem, but getting it cleared from all of the OpenDNS stuff takes a long time, unfortunately. Use bug tracked and I fixed bug through Anthunk on stream. It's true, it's true. We got a true product manager situation going on here. Yeah, did it work now? Do we have fixed chat plot? Oh, does this mean that if we do juices now, we can see what intersects to 0? Chat plot juice box 0. Oh, hasn't quite gotten to 0 yet. Looks like you've kept it alive. Pretty well there, Juice. Oops. My classmates often get error messages when programming because Windows uses old German plain text encoding. Oh yeah. Ugh. The CP1252 garbage all over again. Like I was AFK, did Anthony say how to list just directories? Yes. ls-d // is what you want. Flatten the curve, juice box here. That's funny. But yeah, maybe I'll do a video on this. Video idea ls-d because it is pretty good. Also, it sounds like LSD. Anyway, I think that's gonna wrap us up for today because I am extremely hungry and I probably need a nap as well. But we got some stuff done today. I'm gonna work some more on this offline where I don't have to show everyone credentials. Which, yeah, don't want to show people creds. So, just do a general video on ls commands. Oh yeah. I think that's probably what I'll end up doing. That makes sense. But anyway, let me do my little spiel. My name is Anthony. I upload my previous content to YouTube. And that's youtube.com/AnthonyRantsCode, where you can get previous streams as well as a daily educational video. Today's is really good, so check out today's video. I put a lot of I feel like I put a lot of effort into this one. I feel like it's a pretty good explanation of what's going on behind the scenes, and it features MS Paint, which is pretty cool. I normally stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, and I announce my streams in 2 places. One of those is twitter.com/codewithanthony, so follow me there for more notifications on that stuff, and I also announce it on the Discord, which you are all free to join. It's a nice little Discord. There's beginner's channel if you want to ask programming questions, and it's a nice little community. But anyway, thank you all for stopping by, and let us go find someone to raid.